Fortress vibe out of that one.
I mean, in part, yes, that was part of it, but also it's just how the dwarves were as a society, etc. And I just also the term roof rabbit, which was an actual term used for eating cats, always struck with me as a very odd euphemism, but it made sense because of when you look at a bones of a cat versus the bones of a rabbit, they look very similar without the head.
Mm-hmm.
And it stuck with me. Where the holdfast guys are, there are probably rabbits. And considering that's where dwarves originated from, I was like, okay, how would that affect dwarves as a culture? And that slowly led to the fact that, well, in dwarven culture, cats would probably have a name that sounds similar. Thus, dwarven developed the term that in dwarven, cat means roof rabbit, which eventually became motherfucker. Have I?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. My assassination target moved across the ship. So I went to the wrong place.
But yeah. The hawk is now even more useful in combat.
Yeah. And,
aha, you shall never take me down. Oh god, I'm on the ground and you're all stabbing me at once.
Yep. It was also a good way to indicate, big cultural differences. And that's one of the things, like, the dwarves are a different culture. They have a radically different view of how you handle intergroup conflict. The dwarves are perfectly okay with openly sabotaging and having small-scale wars with each other. Conflict. Because conflict.
So conflict.
Yeah. That's what the entire plot of this little mini campaign for the group is. You're all literally just helping one dwarf clan openly sabotage another dwarf clan's current economic attempts. That is literally the plot. I just got shot by my own turret.
Oh boy.
That's actually a funny thing that can happen.
I guess to explain what happened last time, you took over the pirate island, which has been renamed Buccaneers Island now. Made a super strong fortress out of it.
Filled it full of lawful good paladins.
Yes.
How many things did I awaken?
The Pirate King is dead. The Pirate Queen Anastasia is now hanging around with Samuel and his wife to have some fun.
We made friends.
We also need to chase down a ship to get one of the artifacts back.
Yep.
You have to look for the more artifacts we have, the sooner we can basically drop them into a bag of holding, then drop a portable hole or open a portable hole and chuck the bag of holding with the item into it and just delete it from existence.
Wait, which is the order it needs to go in? Is it bag into
portable hole? Bag into portable hole just deletes it. Whereas you put portable hole into bag, it creates 10-foot void explosion. I'm going down the slightly safer path.
So send it to the abyssal plane.
No, you send it to the void where it can never be retrieved. It's just gone.
It's called the astral.
Astral plane, that was it.
Yeah. It's not easy getting stuff back from that.
Anyway, the Pirate Queen sets up like, yes, the ship that left. I believe it's going south by southwest. The only thing there is just an abandoned mansion.
Yay, we're going to go to a mansion and murder people.
Picks up vacuum cleaner. All right, boys, I'm ready.
Why do you have my dirt suckomatic? It's not a toy,
I'm talking out of character, man.
Vikrin, put down the Dirk Psychomagnet. It's not been tested yet. It still eats people.
By the way,
I don't know why it eats people. That wasn't part of the process for enchanting. I just wanted to keep dust out of my office.
By
also,
the way, Chandra, do you have a graveyard so I could bury my dead husband? At least he deserves that much.
Yes, she does. And the saloon kind of gives like a nudge on Isandra's back, like a.
Yeah. I have a graveyard. We can get a graveyard set up. No problem. We can find a place to bury all the corpses.
Good. Now, if you excuse me, lovely Samuel and his wife demands my attention, particularly in the bedroom. Good day. And she leaves.
Guessing with
That's lewd. That is lewd.
You should have seen 2 weeks ago.
Why are they so lewd? What did you do? I go away for a few hours to go, work on my project, my special project. And suddenly you guys are all doing this. Like, why?
I wasn't involved in that at all. I was busy, surveying the entire goddamn island.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything evil. But no, if I try and do something evil, suddenly I'm a bad person. You can't eat people.
Four paladins suddenly start staring at you. Scanning.
Cassandra, what are you doing with that child? It's not. Why are those paladins just staring at me? Guys, there's paladins creeping on me again.
Love that whistle.
Do you expect them not to?
Yes. I haven't done anything. I have committed no crimes.
Yet.
Today.
Yet.
No, today.
So we got to chase down that boat.
Okay.
Ready?
So shall I teleport our boat?
Well, we don't exactly know much of the area, unfortunately. But
well, first things first. We're loading that. Did we capture most of the crew and just use a couple of them? Oh wait, no, we got Sam. I'll supplement it with some of my followers. I'll supplement the crew of the ship with some of my followers as well. Hooray! We have more clerics now.
Okay. Wait, somebody's calling me from downstairs. I don't know why. I'll check. I'll be back.
Alright, while you go check, I assume you load the ship is ready to go.
Yep.
Alright, let me see.
We're gonna look for the fastest ship we can find.
Alright, let's see how many days it takes you to actually make it.
It was just my dad asking where my Madagascar and vanilla beans are that I bought. Which I paid for with my own money, but he wants to use them. Back when I had a job. Not literally 5 years ago, but you get the point. It's that, yeah.
Alright, so with loading up and make sure everything's ready to go, it takes you 10 days to get to the ship. To catch up.
We've got a mage with teleport.
Oh, 7 days then.
We've got a mage with teleport.
Oh, so just
time is of no consequence.
So just catch
the
up
meaning of the universe is irrelevant to me. Your words are just the vapors in the reality that I create.
We might get there before the ship gets there. It's possible.
Which should do. I can't roll that high.
What nonsense! We can't get there before them. That would break the plot.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, like how many times you broke the plot already?
I don't know what you're talking about, Ty. I have never broken the plot of your campaign, not once. I have no idea what you're talking about, Ty. You're gonna have to name a specific grievance. Are you talking about this time or that time or the other time?
Oh boy. Well, obviously you catch up to the ship, and it's like, what the? And just delete some of these. I can actually put in Nationals on trial.
Also, I believe also turning in ships, Kiri gives you a slight liberation bonus for all those liberation stuff.
Possibly.
I don't remember if it actually does, but yeah. Why does it keep putting Babu? I don't want to play as Babu. There's Kali, and there we go, Satyr. What does Satyr have? Oh yeah, he passes out if I use a teleporter, so I can't use teleporters with him. As I'm paying attention and listening, don't worry. Sandra will do God things. Sandra will do God things. Yes, that's accurate, actually. Yep.
Like, what are you doing here? How'd you get here?
What are you talking about? We were already here.
Points to the mage.
All right.
So who's saying this?
The captain up front right here.
Any insignias on them? Anything like that identifies them?
Just a little more, stripes in his uniform than the rest of them.
Well, no, I'm looking for insignias as well. Looking for what fate they follow, things of that sort.
This, Asmodean, of course.
Okay.
That seems like that would be problematic for us. Man, we really don't like those Asmodean guys for some reason.
Personal hatred.
Yeah, they don't like us as well, if that's a consolation.
We've ruined 2 of their plans so far to take over the world. We're working on number 3 right now.
Wait, they're trying to take over the world?
Yes.
Damn! I just thought they were really, really competent lawyers.
That too.
Like, I mean, they could at least try. Like, taking over the world, that's not a difficult thing, guys. Like seriously, like you hire some random weeby dude with a katana that eats souls, and then you're like, why is he betraying us? Why is he betraying us? You work with a decadent guy that's over those parents that's not actually useful in anything. Yeah, I mean, and you don't at all give him any demonic powers. Like, you could have at least upgrade his,
Asandra, stop giving them, stop critiquing them and giving them ideas on how to be more effective.
Don't worry, I got this. She taps the guy in the face. There we go.
Okay. Captain,
don't worry. He won't remember anything that was just said.
I just note that this guy is like on a missile mass, so obviously he's not on ground level.
Yeah, and now he doesn't remember anything that was just said. He's just gonna
what? No, he can't.
Then I'm just gonna go. Okay, Captain, where is the artifact you're transporting?
The commander suspected it to happen, so she had us teleported once we got to sea. We were just a decoy.
Oh my goodness, they're learning, guys.
Where was it sent to?
Do you really expect me to tell you? We were ever die and get resurrected by water.
I mean, I can resurrect you.
Is he just standing on the mast right now?
Yeah.
I just do a whistle and suddenly hawk out of nowhere. Trip attack. Hold on, I just gotta quickly redo the math.
Hey, don't trip him. That's rude. At least be somewhat pleasant about it.
The hawk just bites his fucking Achilles heel.
He bites him, he trips and falls. Let me see how much fall damage he actually takes. I'll just do a base 20.
Well, how many feet did he fall?
I think he's saying 20 stories.
Yeah, 20 stories.
That is one hell of a tall ship. That's what, 200 feet tall?
Yeah,
there's some ships that could get that big.
It's from a battleship you're on, so you're pretty much not going to be the only person on. This crew is not the only person on there.
I really like this ship, guys. So can I have it when we're done?
Sure.
I want to put it in the pond out back.
Let's see. How hard is it?
That's 200 feet.
Huh?
That's 200. That is 200 feet because the story is about 10 feet. And you said 20 stories. That's 200 feet. I think he gets to terminal velocity.
Yeah, and that's because I don't calculate damage. He's pretty much broken.
He does. He takes 20d6 in damage.
Ouch.
20d6. That's fine.
Yeah.
Asandra doesn't take any of that.
Yeah.
Why don't you take any of that? Well, I mean, the same reason you don't take any of that. Gravity holds no sway over me. I am its master.
Yeah,
so basically, both his legs fucking snap.
Very injured.
So is he just on the deck in pain?
Yes, he is.
Vikram just kneels down, pulls down his mask, and goes, "Yeah, a bird just took you out. We do expect you to answer our questions completely."
We're going to kill my own crew anyway. I heard that Pirate Island's very nice. We might just go pirate then.
Oh no, that's ours now. We already own that. They're no longer pirates. They're privateers, specifically targeting you guys and your allies.
Listen, I think we need to have a talk about how we choose to target. Like, I get that we don't like Asmodeans for the slavery, the attempted takeover of the world at large, etc. But can we at least be polite about it?
How many times have they tried to kill us?
Okay. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. They've only tried to kill us. Well, let's see. Okay, they've only tried to kill me, not you. You guys have taken more attempts. But okay, that's besides the point. I was just saying, how many times have they gotten somewhere is my point.
You do realize that the last battle, what you call, was almost cleaved in half, right? In one shot. Well, several shots, but you know what I mean.
This sounds about normal for us. I mean, honestly. We have a tendency to take extraordinary amounts of damage.
But still be fine.
Yeah.
And at this point, a hawk lands on the Mr. like, tell them. It'll be interesting to see my little brother again.
Who's saying this?
Oh my god. Your big sister's learned from you, and she's got her own bird. What's his name? Is his name the reverse of your bird's name? How'd you pronounce that?
Halley.
I think she was asking how you would pronounce it backwards.
Yeah. I know how to pronounce it forwards. God.
Yalaha.
No respect.
Captain, guide them to this. Captain, guide them over. We need to settle things once for all. Me and my brother.
Oh,
Yes.
she does care.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I don't know why the bad guys are also trying to convince me to join with them. Like, I understand that they think that they can, prove to me that I'm just as crazy as them. But I mean, like I don't see their logic. Like, I've done some minor things, nothing to the excessive amounts that they've done.
You wouldn't get involved in the soul trade. Because that is very, very bad business.
Yeah, I know. I mean, who? Yeah, fair enough.
Right. Despite the strange mansion with the door right here, this actually
You know what? I'm going to give you that one.
old. Well, obviously this is the front. You know what I mean.
Okay.
All right. Where do you want us to put our tokens down?
Hey, where do we go from here?
Wait, is that the Pirate Queen? Or is that...
No,
me.
this is the abandoned mansion.
Oh, got it.
No, this is Saloon's new look.
Got it, new token.
Yeah, well, she disguised herself as a pirate.
Yeah.
Yar har hiddly dee. The sun.
And she took full, and she did take that parrot.
Yep, you have two birds now. That's a little strange.
And the parrot doesn't really do anything for combat.
Yeah, we can also eat it in case we get bored.
I'm not food.
Parrot is friend, not food.
Parrot is both.
Hawk is eyeing up Parrot.
I Pelé.
The parrot
Pelé backs down very, very quickly.
The parrot backs off in fear of getting cut.
Yeah.
Oh no, I imagine the parrot's very, very happy that he's with Saloon because she's going to protect him.
I mean, you would hope.
They're on the second floor. Quite useful.
Okay. Good boy.
Oh, also, one thing that Alara would do, scan Vikrin's older sister, see if she's popping as evil.
Vikrin's older sister's scan. Oh, see if she's evil?
Alara is scanning Vikrin's older sister with detect evil.
Of course she's evil. I mean...
Not what
Well, you have to actually get upstairs first.
Yeah. Technically, from backstory, she's lawful neutral.
I open the door. Is it trapped?
Yes, it is, of course.
You just open the door. Don't even check for trap.
Hey, we were just sitting there. Nothing was happening.
I might as well just go. Let me just send you upstairs right now because you know it's just gonna trip.
All right.
I mean, yeah, what do we have to worry about traps for? We're gods. Basically gods.
All right, so upstairs we go.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to kill us?
Death curse.
Who has a death curse? None of you are wizards. Yeah. Wait, can death curses hurt you guys still?
Theoretically. Powerful enough death effects can bypass quite a bit.
I'd actually have to check to see if I am affected by that, if only just because of racial reasons.
No, you can be. You're not a true undead. You just have undead ancestry. There is a difference.
They do make a good point. You're faux undead, you know?
Yeah.
Like faux leather.
You're diet undeath.
Brother, it's been so long. Why do you
What?
ruin Father's plans all the time? I know our soldiers are incompetent, but at least give them a fair bit of detail.
Aw, look, they do care.
Because he's effectively a genocidal maniac that wants to take over the surface world and impress it underneath a god that I completely despise, who's directly opposed to the goddess I serve.
I guess that's a good point, but you know what's going to happen now, right? As a general, have to follow my orders. I've been ordered to.
You can always join us.
You know I can't do that. I'm loyal to the end unless someone betrays me.
And you assume Dad won't betray you when he messes with time?
I just don't see how this is going to work out for him. Like, no offense, but messing with time is really dangerous.
Yeah. Even my goddess doesn't mess with time. And she's a goddess of fate.
I mean, I mess with time all the time, but that's besides the point.
Do you go back in time and change things, or do you just speed up and slow down local time?
Yes.
That doesn't answer my question.
No, you're. And no wonder Walter was interested in trying to recruit your friend.
I don't understand that. Like, no offense, but like, I don't see how we'd work well together. He doesn't understand at all, like, the principles of the matter. You know, he's clearly in it for the soul trade. I'm in it for the baby trade.
Are you sure he's a good guy? Seriously?
She's eccentric.
What are you talking? I have no idea what you're talking about. You're acting like I'm just trying to. It's almost like you think I'm being serious.
Yeah.
What would I do with babies? Like, no, seriously. What would I do with a baby? That's me legitimately asking. Like, what would I do with it?
I mean, other than raise it.
Oh God. I mean, that's what I have servants for. I mean, actually, no. If I actually had a kid,
Vikram is going to
raise it, turn to like you. I could think of several other things to Anyway, let's get off topic. One-on-one, Vikram, and before your friends decide to get involved.
I'm just doing a perception check, looking around, trying to see what's sitting there. Anything hidden?
Nope. She wants a fair duel for the final time.
Fair duel.
Well, you rarely beat me in combat, so you figured if I beat,
I was 50 years younger than you at the time.
Details.
No, that's quite legitimately an important thing. Like, 50 years is a lot.
I mean, and I still did okay. It was the strategy games that you always beat me at.
Listen. All we're saying here is this will be a fair duel by the standards of... Like, whose standards are we going by for a fair duel?
We can go by Iomedean standards, Abadarian standards. You can even argue Desnan standards, Shellian standards. There are that's just from the fates alone. There are dozens.
Oh, dang! None of those are really the fun standards, though.
And before you ask again, she's off. She doesn't come up as truly evil.
Nope, just leaning evil, lawful neutral.
Pretty much.
So, what do you want out of this duel?
To beat you and prove to Father that I should be the one in charge, not you, and definitely not our sister.
You do know you can never be in charge. The agreement is very clearly written.
The agreements can't be broken.
Besides Osmodius himself?
Both sides make a good point, but now hear me out here. Hear me out. This may sound crazy, but why don't you two just, love each other as family? And work together to fuck over your dad. Now
what do you think I want to do?
No, wait. But there's something more that I think I can offer that you can't. And that is the opportunity to surprise him. He's built his entire plan around this and that, but he's never accounted for, the little things that matter most. I mean, gosh, think about it. His entire plan revolves around using time travel.
And at this point, she shoots a crossbow your way.
It just stops in midair. And this is the problem. See, causality dictates that if you try and attack me, you're going to do it now. Or just in general. Legitimately, she picks the crossbow there. It's called Wind Wall. It stops any ranged attack from getting near me.
You just have that on at all times?
Oh, yeah. Duh. I'm a god. Well, it's not just a petty boast. It's a joke about the fact that I can quite literally... I've had months to set up contingency spells, considering we're constantly in conflict with people. If you've ever seen what one contingency spell can do, imagine a dozen.
Yeah, true.
I literally don't have to worry about her as a threat. No offense, but I'm just going to say it outright. You are working for the losing side here. The moment you have to resort to time travel to win means that the battle's over.
And we have one of the artifacts locked down. We're just trying to get the rest of them to keep them locked down for good.
Yeah. I mean, it also by time travel's very paradoxical nature.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Time travel's paradoxical. It's one of those things you have to understand. Either you're going to create a new timeline, well, there'll be one timeline where we win and one timeline where you guys win, which, depending on your idea, which may be possible, or maybe it will overwrite our timeline with your timeline, which is the least likely of them, or we'll create a timeline where he goes back in time and he fails anyways because he never, in his present, our present, and eventually would be his future, he doesn't have that power at that point. So therefore, nothing would happen. That's the other thing. Time travel indicates that these are the things. And that, or worse comes to worse, because of his actions, he creates the reason why he knows about the item in the first place, and thus, in and of itself, creates the events that lead to him trying this as his last-ditch effort. No matter how you look at it, it's not a, stellar outcome for him.
Also, he probably would set up time so you never come into existence.
I mean, to be fair, honestly, the setting up time to make sure that none of us exist is actually probably the worst part of that entire plan.
Oh no, he'll probably keep me around. He's just going to change me, mold me into a clone of him, as it were, a copy of him.
I mean, that's if he's not going to just try and get immortality, and I mean that's the thing. At that point, why aren't you going for immortality?
There are ways to get rid of immortality.
I mean, yes, but you see what I'm trying to say. Even if there were ways to remove it, why not just increase the lifespan? There's dozens of ways. Heck, I know a few of the spells. Like, there's a spell that will let you take over the body of the same gender child of yours. That one's actually pretty easy to do. Seriously. Oh no! I know the spell.
I did not know that spell existed.
I did not know that. Ed, did you know that?
Of course not. You didn't know it.
Man.
Well, what was the name of the spell?
It's called Wish and Souljar.
Oh,
seriously,
Wish.
Souljar lets you put your soul into a thing and then transport it into a new body. And there's a bunch of things that let you basically
like a phylactery.
Yeah, except rather than being a phylactery, you're swapping. You're basically putting your soul in a jar and then swapping it over. There's a bunch of other ways to do it as well. Immortality is relatively easy to acquire, depending on how much you're willing to work on it.
There's
longevity potions. Longevity potions increase your lifespan in general, and as long as you don't take more than one every 10 years, there's no downside to them. The only real race that has issues with that are humans, because that once every 10 years, since the potion will only give you at most 10 years means, and that's of course, it's between 5 and 10 more years, means that it can only extend a human's lifespan. Eventually it will run out. But for an elf or other races, we have that time to spare.
Oh yeah. What is the average lifespan of an elf these days? Anywhere from about 250 to 750 years.
Exactly. That's the thing. Our lifespans are so much greater than that it doesn't affect us in that same capacity.
And assuming that you can afford the cost of the spells of them, I mean, we're talking if you spend enough, actually even a human, if they get the most expensive ones, theoretically should be able to.
I mean, to be fair, it's still a random interval about how much it gives you.
I don't know if this is canon or not, but apparently there might be a master level one that's 10d 12 years, so the human can outlast it, because
that's the one that's produced by that one nation, like the whatever Indian nation. Yeah. They only make 3 a year, and that's literally their entire GDP for their economy is they make that one.
Yeah. Well, the major one, which is like cast level 14, which is somewhat gettable, it's 60-12, and I believe the average, if you just do an average roll, that's easily over 10 years each time.
I mean, yeah, you can definitely extend lifespan by a great deal, is the point.
Well, it also says that you've got to. Oh wow, yeah. Apparently, the longevity potions, you've got to do a check every time for each previous potion of longevity.
Yeah.
Well, does it reset after 10 years?
There's ways to reset it, blah, blah, blah. It complicates stuff dealing with the difference between... Because the D&D one, it's every 10 years. The Pathfinder one, it's slightly different. And there's the one that is the potion from whatever Pathfinder's version of India or Sri Lanka is.
Well, then there's the Elixir of Life, which is something a 16th level alchemist can get. Which basically is restoration of death, true resurrection.
Yep.
Which basically resets the clock, if I remember right.
Pretty much. And there's also the Philosopher's Stone, which adds on 100 years to your current age span. Which just adds 100 years. But that still means that...
Then there's also the divine paths, becoming a demigod, either through your own volition or through the patronage of another god.
There's also eating people.
That's not a good idea. There's various diseases you can get from doing that.
Only the brains.
It can taint the rest of the meat. It's rare, but it can happen.
This is true. But I was more pointing out that technically becoming a ghoul, as long as you become a greater ghoul, doesn't affect your sense of self. Thus, that is in fact a way to extend
but
one's...
Isn't that unlife, though?
No, it depends on the type of ghoul again, where you get to the complicated part.
I think we've gotten off on a tangent. Basically, messing with time means they're desperate. It means that he probably looked into a means of immortality and the cost was either too high or they couldn't guarantee it. So they're going with the riskier option.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and if that's not the case, then he's a fool. To be fair, also highly probable, honestly.
To be honest, I think it'd take more after my mother, though I never met her.
Oh, I think you take more after your mother, too.
So, sis, are you willing to stand down, work with us instead, and help us burn that accursed city to the ground?
No, I was back to playing my piano. I'm sorry.
We get on tangents sometimes.
I mean, to be fair, that's why we get along and why I don't think your dad and me would get along. That, and, the only reason I haven't murdered, she points over at Kiri's character, rather not murdered them, but murdered their father, is because I think they want to do it. Like, legitimately, he's a vampire, and I'm a high-level wizard. It's like apples and oranges. It's a very easy task, all things considered. You'd be amazed by how easy it is.
And besides, have you not heard about the plans for Father to trade you to the vampire?
Wait, what?
Yeah, he wants to have you turned into a thrall. I'm presuming in trade for something.
I mean, we can just ask.
I will never go with that plan.
Well, that's kind of the current plan. Like, let's point that out here. Like, you're saying you don't want to, but you're willing to work with him, indicates meaning you're willing to accept that plan.
Besides,
actually, with fear in her heart, she's actually going to rush you and try to stab you.
She's trying to stab me?
No, she's trying to stab Vikrin.
Okay. Vikrin! Oh no! They're going to murder Vikrin! Who could stop them? Only some handsomely devilish...
She misses. Vikrin just effortlessly dodges out of the way, and he counters with trying to take her rapier.
Thematically, what I'm picturing is like all the anger and stuff. She's rushing at Vikrin, like tears streaming down her eyes, kind of like as a way of saying, "No,
this is a lie. This is a lie. You're lying to me."
Yeah. Man, protect her at all costs. Don't let that crazy lady get to her.
What?
Fordo, I take the rapier away.
And at this point, you realize one thing: you forgot she also has a gauntlet fist.
Yeah, that is still a thing, but it's an unarmed weapon. So that means wait, is a gauntlet considered a weapon or unarmed weapon?
It's considered a weapon, so it does do lethal.
Spike, so it's a weapon.
No, it's because unless she has improved strike, with unarmed, I would get a tax of opportunity.
You even with the gauntlet, you don't get the attacks.
Got it.
There's definitely the entire reason why gauntlets are useful.
Got it.
And they can't be disarmed because they're gauntlets.
Yep.
Anyway,
she actually does hit, but that does not do a lot of damage.
Yeah. How many guys are around us that we have to deal with?
4 around you, and 2 surrounded Ed to make sure you don't try to kill him.
Oh, okay. I turned them all to stone.
Wait, who's that? Who's the person they're protecting?
Well, remember the rumors that your sister may have a love interest somewhere?
Ah, got it. That's him.
Okay, I'm just gonna cast Mass Flesh to Stone.
Who are you targeting?
Everyone that's not my allies.
Including her?
Your sister? Yeah, why not?
And him? I'm assuming you can reverse this.
I mean, technically I can. Doesn't mean I will, but yes, I can. But
Look,
also,
would you mind if I handle the sister?
I mean, she has to make the save, so that's the thing.
Got it.
So, if she makes the save, so yeah, Ty, everybody that's an NPC has to make a save. Fort save.
All right, 1 second.
I believe. Let's see what Flesh to Stone.
Well, obviously he turns to stone right away because he's not exactly a combatant.
Hey guys, look, we made a rock statue. I'm a monster sometimes. I mean, to be fair, they brought this on themselves.
Yeah.
Why did it always close out her character sheet?
Yeah, I'm just looking up what the spell levels are and stuff. Assandra's been busy.
Wow, she failed hard. Yeah, my fort's a 19. How is she at like a 9?
I don't know. I checked up her fort like major hard.
What's it supposed to be? We can just do the math manually.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I forgot to update her fort.
Yeah, because the math
it's only a 9. It's supposed to be a 19.
So she got a 22.
Okay. 22, you say?
Does that beat it or no?
No.
What is the DC?
Okay, so it's a 8th level spell, so it's 18 before my intelligence modifier.
Got it.
And my intelligence modifier is over 10.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, a 28 at minimum.
Yeah. Vikram might be able to save against it if he rolls well above average.
I can, as long as I roll an 8, I'd succeed.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to pull up, but Sandra has it's at least a 28.
So only one person saves. One drow.
I like to imagine that drow is probably utterly confused.
Oh dear.
No, it's a soldier, so he's like, I had to follow my orders no matter what.
Which one is it?
And he stands by and guards it.
Oh, it's one of the ones over here?
Yeah. So he stands by and guards it with his life.
Shield bash time.
Wait.
There was something I wanted to try.
Wait. No, I was going to suggest we just start doing transmute stone to the statues.
You mean change them?
I mean, yeah, we could do things like remove limbs or turn them into spider limbs.
Just remove the gauntlet and the weapons.
I mean, they're just on the statue, so you can just remove them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, only the flesh is turned to stone. All our clothes are technically.
Oh, okay.
Technically, I mean,
yeah.
I don't actually remember how that works.
So it's like a stone mannequin, essentially.
I thought you and your equipment got turned to stone as well. With
I don't remember, honestly, for the spell, and I'd have to look it up, and I'm kind of lazy.
Flesh to stone?
Yeah. I have a mass version of it for reasons. Sandra is decided that she wanted a mass version of it.
The subject, along with all its carried gear, turns into mindless, inert statue. The statue results is broken or damaged. The subject, if ever returned to original state, has somewhat damage or deformities. The creature is not dead, but it does seem to be, does not seem to be alive either.
I can just do this. I break off her arm.
Really?
I can regrow it. What's the matter? Like, I can I can remove your limbs and then regrow them or make them better.
Yeah.
Flesh is my canvas.
I was just thinking, if you have the ability to shape stone to snap the finger and make their weapons go away. But hold on, Alara's got to do her shield bash because that's what she does as a paladin. So that's a 20, yeah. 23 versus AC.
Nope, he's still going to statue of his life.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So Alara's just kind of standing in front of him. Shield didn't work this time. It happened.
I get to try something. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is move up to him. Go down to here. And what was the modifier?
Oh, and just to add, Remy,
Is a 33 hit?
Remy, are you sleeping the bed right now?
37 hit.
Yeah. Were you shooting?
Yes.
Stab it. I was going to try and hopefully cut this guy's head off with a Vorpal Rapier.
Oh, okay.
Well, keen Vorpal Rapier. I just need to hit a 16.
Jesus Christ.
Well, let's
So-
your roll.
Well, just 3 damage is all he gets.
Right.
My hope is just to cut his head off.
Alright.
So I give him a nice good little stab in the leg.
Why are we stabbing these people? Also, seriously though, like I've been thinking about this. Like I could turn people to stone. Then with my transmute spells, I could quite literally modify people. Hey, you want to be a few inches taller? We can do that. You want a skeleton face? We can do that for you.
Meanwhile, in the bedroom, looks like a little girl is going to sleep. I should thank the adventurers for removing that obstacle from my way. Do my favor and turn her into a vampire.
Invisible.
Or in fact, I'll do it.
Wait, what?
Oh
what
no!
You hear
Ruby's
voices from her
becoming a
room.
vampire.
As
Well, I
Remy
guess-
wakes up, you see Walter and a couple of vampire soldiers
Invincible.
standing above you.
Wait, there are vampires in here?
Yep. But
Toss in a daylight nade.
obviously, even she didn't know that. But
Yeah.
I don't understand. Vampires? Oh no! What are we going to do? I know, daylight.
Is that actually really daylight, or is it just like the
Yes,
spell?
it is. The spell daylight is actual daylight.
well, they're hurt. They're not dead, and it's more in irritants than everything.
I mean,
I was trying to thank you by turning your friend into a vampire. You saved me a lot of grief to kill her myself.
what is with all these people? Like, oh, we'll make you a vampire. That's a gift. Like, at least could you try something better than a vampire? Man, these bad guys are bad at their whole job.
Where are you, Sandra, by the way?
Just watching everybody.
No, wait, where are you physically? Because someone's
Here.
actually going to try to attack you.
Sure, they can attack me. I'm ready for an attack. Sure, they can do that.
Okay.
Who attacks me?
One of the vampire soldiers.
Okay. So he gets it within. He's getting it within melee of me.
Yeah.
Okay. Daylight spell triggers on him.
Like, You're really annoying, you know that? But he snaps his fingers and several more vampires.
Wait, no, there we go. So
Before you tried to cast daylight upon me, I protected. He sews up a wristband. Like
that's fine.
it will hurt a lot, but it won't kill me. But my man, on the other hand, that's a benefit of being the commander and not the drunt.
Oh, that's fine. Here we go. Right. They always make this so difficult, don't they? Like, I brought a bracelet that gets around my sunlight vulnerabilities. Listen. You don't have any magic items.
This is a magic item.
No, you don't understand. She just pats him. Mage's disjunction.
He's far away.
No, he doesn't understand. Mage's disjunction.
Delete magic is based. That's the delete magic spell.
Yes. What?
So he teleports. So wait a second. He teleports to him, just to delete his magic.
She can do it at range. It doesn't matter where he goes. His magic items are just gone.
My character, what exactly is being centered on?
Mage's disjunction?
Yeah, doesn't that spell have to be like centered on something or?
You can target a person.
So it's probably centered on him.
Yeah, I just destroy his
he's a null magic. He's a person. He's a portable null magic field. He's fucked.
All magic effects and magic items from the radius of the spell, except for those for that you carry, are disjointed. All within 40 feet 40 feet burst or one magic item. See text.
Yeah, so I can just target his bracelet and destroy it. Yep. There's a bunch of other. You can also destroy anti-magic fields, technically.
Like grunt, pass me a teleportation spell. But how do I get out of here? You don't. Now pass it to me now.
Yes. Suddenly, as he's saying that, he's like, "Wait, why can't I teleport?" Oh yeah,
dimensional anchor.
Yeah.
You activated my trap card.
Again, what part of I have a dozen contingencies set up? And the first dozen are literally just there to make it so Sandra can't die. What do you mean can't die? I mean can't die. One of them is just a true resurrection. Just in case somebody finds a way to actually put me in death's door, true resurrection.
What do you want?
I mean, I don't want anything. Legitimately. I'm just here to see how you guys handle this. Also, probably Vikrin wants something. Also, could you tell us where Vikrin's daddy is?
I work for the Great von Strozenheim.
I mean, you're both bitches as far as I'm concerned.
Besides, you're doing me a favor. That's why I'm not going to fight you today. You turned that bitch to stone, which means I get to marry his real daughter, the one that's more complacent with our plans, if you will.
She's already on lockdown.
We'll find a way to get it out. Even if we have to break her to get to her. Pointed at Sandra.
Hi.
Well, more broken than she already is.
Oh, you're gonna be like that, right? Okay. Listen. I want to show you something beautiful. Have you ever wondered what it's like to experience life again?
I'm dead. I've been dead for almost 500 years.
That's what I like to hear. Listen, I want to talk to you about the concept of death and life. And I want to discuss with you why you're in a bad situation.
I don't have time for this. Von Strubenheisen, I need your help.
Well, do you think he's going to hear you?
Actually, you see him teleporting away. It seems that
He
someone
can't.
broke her
Dimensional anchor.
Dimensional anchor.
Actually,
You
he
can't.
found a way to break her dimensional anchor. So
so he tried to do a major disjunction on me. Okay, that triggers my counter spell to negate major disjunctions on Asandra.
remember, that's the final boss is trying to teleport him away.
I mean, it's okay. He can go, actually. I don't care. Because when he goes away, Assandra's already triggered what she wanted to do. So I'm going to use Resurrection on him.
I thought you couldn't use Resurrection on the undead.
No, you can. Yeah. I give him new life. What? Ah! Ah! He's like, what? What?
So Walter's now a human, though you know that's not going to be for long.
I mean, that's not besides the point. You can resurrect someone who's been killed, or turn into an undead, but you have to destroy them first, which is, easy because he's in daylight. Also, you forget that he's in daylight, Ty. Yeah. At this point, it's just like Asandra just triggers daylight, and he's just like, I'm melting.
That's why he asked for help to teleport him away, because, like I said, he doesn't want to fight you, and he knows he has a severe disadvantage because the element of surprise is now gone.
Does he think the element of surprise will make the difference? I know what will save me here. If I have the element of surprise, they will have no way of being able to kill me. What? This is my plan. No, hear me out here. If I surprise attack her, then I'll be able to kill her. How? So because she's an elf, you think sneak attacking her will just be easy? Yes. She won't expect it.
Wait, did two vampires just walk into this room?
Yeah, they're actually going to go to Ed and the poor guard that's still alive.
You do realize that Vikran is completely available right now. So
Here,
whoop, stab with stabby with holy sword.
Roll for that. Plus, they actually do have some AC.
And this is a single stab with my Gladius. So it should be I'm also going to power attack this just to increase the damage even more. Seriously?
Nope.
I whiff. Damn it. I freaking whiff for once.
Okay, fine. I shall move up to right here. And what shall I center it with? I will cast. Oh, I'll just center it on myself onto this one here. So 40-foot burst. They immediately just take 17 d4. 17 hit. Destroys 1d4 hit die per level. Okay, so up to 20 d. Okay, so give me a second. So basically 46 hit die worth of life is removed from this guy, and then whatever remains is removed from this guy. So starting with this guy, whatever hit die he has, subtract from the 46, and whatever remains from that, subtract that from the whatever remains.
Which he's surprised, since even the normal vampire is like 200 HP.
Not no, HP, hit dice.
Not HP. It's hit die.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter how much HP you have. There are very few things with more than 20 hit die worth of HP.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, powerful magic kind of deletes things.
He tries.
So also, if there's
to,
anything within like 40 feet of this guy, so
yeah, he
anything
dies.
like within this
Probably
circle,
this one right now.
If they're vampire,
he like dies.
Dead.
So
well, it's only affects undead, so undeath to death. It only affects undead.
I know I'm going to talk about
vampire as well.
But at the last minute, he charges you to try to go after your sister. So I could.
Like that's the other thing. Like HP is just
at low level.
Yeah, HP is important at low levels, but at high levels, it's all about those hit dice, man.
Yeah.
Maybe it's all about their hit dice.
So yeah, attack of opportunity.
Ooh, I get an attack of opportunity?
Well, he did push you to charge your sister, so yeah.
He would have been still affected by the cast of Undeath.
Ooh. 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 Let's see, because okay, I don't have. He wasn't flanked, so I don't get. He wasn't flat-footed, so I don't get my additional dice. But I do get the holy, which gets multiplied. And this is a gladius, so that's only a ×2, unfortunately, but not too bad.
Also, he still was under effective curse of undeath to death, so he lost some hit die.
Yeah, he lost a lot of hit dice, but just enough to survive.
Yep. What was it? +8 +2 +8 plus. And you'll have to multiply this. He takes 54 damage from that. Holy damage.
Which is more than enough to kill him.
So Vikram just cuts his fucking head off.
Yeah, as he collapses right on your statue, which was your sister. Meanwhile, some poor Drow is still standing by, like, I have to defend her. Sorry, I have to defend him.
Oh, come on. We're not going to murder the kid. Like, legitimately, is anyone going to kill this kid? Raise your hand, please. Like, legitimately, this is a question.
Is Valar will go, is he evil? And is he unwilling to repent?
Okay, let me be clear here. We're not killing the kid yet.
Would you? Vikram walks over and he's going to just kind of take one of his tools from his toolkit, and he's going to kind of just break the gauntlet off of his sister's fist.
I mean, we broke her arm off already.
You're breaking the gauntlet.
Wait. I didn't know we actually did that. I thought we were still considering.
No, Sandra just did that.
Oh, she just straight up broke her arm off. Okay, then Vikram's got his med kit out. Turn her back.
I mean, don't worry. Watch this. Transmute some mud, and she makes a new arm. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and then stone to flesh, and then I do this, and then she just does another spell. This will make sure the arm stays attached.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't get the complexion right. Don't worry about that. It'll fix itself.
What happened? Where am I?
Why is my arm a different color now?
Like, why is my arm feel weird and a different color?
The blue was a joke.
You were betrayed.
I point to the rapidly dissolving vampire corpse.
I don't have vampires in my troops. What is this?
Gunther von Steinhauser decided to make an appearance.
Looks like Dad already traded you for something.
Yay! Your daddy does love you. I mean, not really. He traded you for something not really valuable.
She lifts her foot and stomps a vampire corpse.
Wow, I've never seen you lose your temper like that.
And at this point, even though he's completely unarmed, he targets directly after Isandra. Like, Like,
wait, is she trying to?
No, he's talking to Son because he thinks he killed Ed.
What?
Ed is still fine. Ed's alive. Zandra, undo.
Ed's alive. Look at him.
Yeah, he was in the exact same position
what do you think?
we were.
What
He's fine.
do you I don't understand the concept of turning people to? Oh God! Listen. Calm down, or I can disintegrate him. Like, you have two options here.
Listen to her.
No, I get to decide what goes on here.
And in a almost impossible moment, for the first time, she actually backstabbed. Like,
Good. You understand a few things, right? I'm gonna be blunt here. We're talking about things because, we understand that this is all very
Shocking.
Yeah, shocking, pretty much.
just don't hurt him. Yeah. Soldier, you should get some you should get a bump in your pay for defending her. Thanks.
And he has a little pinprick wound to show for it. You see this scar? I got this scar from trying to defend my client from a threat from a vampire hunter.
From a crazy mage.
Technically, he's a lieutenant, but well,
Yeah.
he doesn't want him to be bitten, and her father doesn't exactly care for him.
Oh, come on.
In other words, to her,
she's a pure blood.
He's just another human slave.
She's
well.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah,
the entire to him, to her, she's something more.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Sandra, my entire family are pure blood drow.
Okay.
Apparently, the allure of undeath is much stronger than blood purity.
So, what do you want? Oh, right. Before, let's go downstairs. I need to do something.
Vickern cocks an eyebrow, but keeps an eye on her.
So, I'll just say, back downstairs, you see several graves. She pats one of these graves like, well,
if there's a corpse in there, I can res it.
You might want to think about it because you see the name as Mellow.
I don't know who that is.
In other words, the crazy person's family.
This is where you hid the bodies.
This is where my sister hid the bodies. I properly buried them, even I'm not that mean in war.
No,
nice.
You always try to be honorable. You may try to be cunning, but you are honorable.
Yeah. Honor amongst thieves, eh? That's the saying goes.
As you can see, this is their house.
Oh, this is their house. Cool.
They have anything about I never knew they had a surface house. I always thought their main house was in the city.
Of course they had a surface house, dude. Where else are they going to get their bone on?
You do know that drow are sensitive to sunlight, right?
Actually, yeah, that's a point. That's why most of the rooms are dark, if you haven't noticed.
Huh. Well, I've spent so much time on the surface, I've basically got the eyes of an elf at this point.
Oh, that's a pleasant thought. I mean, I could literally give you some eyes of an elf.
But yeah, this house is to get away from all the city chaos, if you will.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of chaos there. Why do you think I left? That and the... Well, I don't want to go into... Still have nightmares.
Pish posh. You need to cheer up.
Yeah, you're just like Mother.
Yeah, see? You're just like your mother. Oh my god, does he look...
My mother's dead. My mother's dead, and yours
Oh my
still is
god,
alive,
are you
isn't she?
dead? Are you... Oh my god, is Vikram dead? Is that the secret?
Well, you're just like your
Vic-
mother. You're just like
No.
your mother, should I say.
I never knew her, so...
Oh my god, Vikram's a zombie. It explains so much.
Do you want to know the truth?
No, I like my story better, but you can tell me yours.
I only exist because of the soul trade.
I mean, I figured that, but...
Yeah. Family curse. No male offspring.
I don't know what to do now. I'm pretty much out of a job.
Well, technically, the house has just been split in two. There's the part that there's the part that I'm in control of. Its patron isn't Osmodius anymore.
I always say that the house should be run back to be restored back to a female. To female. Of course, obviously, I have no power due to father.
Why
You
is
could always work with me instead. I've got no problem with women having power and control. Technically, the two gods that are patrons are both female gods.
Really, as many chances we clash on and off the battlefield, you actually willing to accept me as your ally?
There'll be some reservation, and obviously I can't give you total control or total power immediately, but we could use somebody to help counter their strategy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's also a thing. And, I mean, why not? We're... Jokes aside about basically being gods, which has some relevancy in the situation, I mean, why shouldn't we recruit more people? We're going to win this. I mean, no offense, but like, there's the other issue with time travel that we haven't really even addressed yet, is the fact that to make time travel work, you need to understand how the time travel works before you can do it. If you don't, then you're just going to be throwing things out there in the vain hope that you have a decided plan that can actually function.
Why think he wants that book from the Crystal Tower so badly? The late owner wrote a detailed, almost near perfect explanation on time and space.
We need to find that book and destroy it.
Yeah, but I have no idea where the tower is, and, well, you kind of have my sister locked up, which is a good thing, I admit, because I'm not so keen on her being a vampire troll, but apparently she is.
Who's a vampire thrall?
No, I mean the other sister is willing to become
Yeah.
is willing to become.
I will lead. I'll lead eldest sister into Assandra's. Is she in a dungeon right now? Do we still have her in the dungeon?
No, I've moved her somewhere nicer.
Where did you move her to?
She's fine.
I just want to check up on her. Where is she?
Okay, she's in the garden.
I'm gonna go to the garden. Is she a statue now?
No.
She's a turnip farmer, isn't she?
No, God, why does everyone always assume the worst to me? It's like, Sandra, why are you turning people into turnip farmers? Sandra.
To be fair, we never saw
I
any
wouldn't
other
have a
farm.
problem with either of them. I was just worried about keeping her contained. If she's a stone statue, so be it.
I mean, oh no, yeah, she's not a stone statue. No, that would be posh. I mean, she wouldn't look good in this garden.
Where is she then? What is her current state?
I mean, right there, she points at one of the birds.
Turned her into a bird?
Yeah. I wanted to let her understand and just appreciate the world more. So I thought giving her the freedom to be able to fly around, but, and experience the beauty of the world and the garden, etc. would be nice. Also, she's a bird.
Is she in a cage currently, or
I don't need to put her in a cage. She's a bird.
Still just flying about.
She's still aware of what's going on, but she's effectively got the mental faculties of a bird.
Huh. Okay, well, she's contained, and I would say good luck for the other people to find her.
Yeah, I know.
Well, Mista finds her so easily, she just doesn't even try anymore. The rest, well, not so much.
Yeah.
This part is boring. Though something feels off, like you've been It's like you've been to somewhere I remember. Pointing at them, Victorine.
Oh my God, Vikram! She's learning to remember you.
Which is that? The daughter of the other house?
Yeah, it's like you've been somewhere I've been before.
Well,
it makes me sad.
Sandra, can you bring her family back, please?
She has family.
The bodies are in the graves out back. I'll grab a shovel if it helps.
Question, out of character. Does the condition of the body at all impact resurrection, or
the more powerful the resurrection spell, the less it's needed?
Okay, I'll fucking raise the dead. Sandra, don't raise the dead, Sandra.
Resurrect. Okay, we're talking about making zombies, not resurrecting people from the dead. There's a difference.
Sandra, don't go into graveyards, Sandra. Sandra, it's not right to turn. Everybody's so hypercritical, but the moment that you need corpses raised, then it's okay. Then it's okay for us to do it this way.
Now, there was that one time when we went to that graveyard in Jamania. You ended up getting us kicked out of the city because the previous inhabitants of the graveyard decided to make a symphony. And they kept doing like that same song over and over and over again.
Welcome to the land of the dead.
Skeleton. Kept doing that over and over again.
Okay, yeah, fine. Okay, some resurrections. There we go, some resurrected people. I raise the dead. You can all call me by my other name now.
Vikram will be standing by, waiting for them to come back.
Hey, Zeus, Christian martial artist.
So, how many people? How many graves were there?
3.
And obviously, father, mother, and
the mother and 2 older sisters.
And once they kind of get up, they're going to go easy. You've been through a lot.
What
happened?
Who are you? What?
Vikram Alexander Kilth.
The Kilth family? We have the treaty with you, don't you? Do we?
That was broken a long time ago. My older half sister kind of killed you. And I'm not exactly on speaking terms with Dad.
Yeah. So, hi, I'm Asandra, and we're here to, res you from the dead, just, help you and everything. Just standard stuff, really.
How long have I been dead?
How old was your daughter when you were last alive?
The equivalent of 15. So about 50 years. That's about 50.
Actually, that'd be closer to like 20 to 30.
Yeah,
I think. I'm not the best with them. Elven aging process is weird.
like all the
It's probably been about 30 years.
She just looks around the house and the house is trapped. One of my friends, my troops,
Your house fell.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
you.
Again, you've been dead for about 50 years.
No, but she's the shocked that her friend. Well, she considers the slaves her friends, even though more. Well,
they were a lawful neutral house.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
She does, although she doesn't have slaves, she has assistants and people she considers her friends.
Yeah, just on the paperwork, they're officially classified as slaves.
Yeah,
but
on the paperwork, you have to put down slaves, or else there's going to be
Vikran,
a lot of trouble.
Yes.
Can we test the time travel device?
No, we're destroying the artifacts when we get the chance. We're preventing this thing from ever being used.
God dang it! I wanted to time travel, Vikran.
Look, if you can find a way to prevent it from allowing people to go back and mess with time, and instead just observe the past, I'm fine with you keeping it. But
I mean, I can already do that. That's boring. Vikran, I want to. Vikran, I just want to make it so dinosaurs are still alive.
But they are. They're on that continent over there, and Vikran points to the map where they exist.
Yeah, they're on Isles Nubar.
Yeah,
not to mention the Isle of Storms. No one goes there for dinosaurs, dragons, and I think a few giants.
Yeah, they still exist.
Wait, the Isle of Storms still a thing?
Look, hold on. I be right back. Vikran's gonna go and I'm forgetting her name. What's the name of the chick with the scythe?
Oh, Maisa.
Maisa. Hey, Maisa?
Yes?
How you doing today?
Fine. Just trying to chase the birds, but the bird doesn't want to play. I'm bored.
Would you mind coming with me? I want to take you to some people that you know.
Sure. But who do I know?
So we have a great surprise for you. We call him Chauncey.
And I'll take her outside the room and go, okay.
Mother?
Oh my god, she recognizes you. We did it. Vikran, we're gonna traumatize this child.
Well, we're untraumatizing, basically giving back what was taken, which means more road of recovery.
She drops the scythe and pretty much runs to them.
I'll catch the scythe so it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
What are you worried about that scythe doing?
Cutting holes through dimensions, dude.
Yes.
Oh god, I still need that scythe.
But you've been dead. Don't worry, your friends actually saved me.
Yeah,
this is our house.
I control life and death.
She pretty much runs to and drops her knees like, thank you Thank you. Pretty much.
I'm only giving back what was wrongfully taken. You no need to thank me. Just trying to clean up the mess of my father.
Our family's safe. Pretty much no one really uses it. Yeah, I used it. It's. I don't care anymore. I have you back.
Oh, yay! We've traded them well. It's so good to see them grow up nice and strong.
So he pretty much eventually the mother turns to like, so the kill family betrayed me, huh?
I mean, everyone's betrayed somebody at some point here. Actually, no. Have I betrayed you guys? No, I haven't.
No, I haven't betrayed you. Probably annoyed you, but not betrayed.
I mean, you keep saying don't do the ethically compromised things.
Yes.
There was that time you
compromise things.
There was that time you stole my clothes.
I don't see how that's my fault that your clothes just happened to end up in my bag, and there was no other witnesses to the fact that it was clearly unihamsters. I keep telling you, it's unihamsters that keep stealing your clothing.
You're a strange but interesting bunch. Normally this we declare going to war, but I have no family, no army, no nothing left.
Well, if you have experience in command, there's more than enough troops out there that need leadership. The world has kind of gone to hell.
I've been in the war for the last 30 years. It's been a while.
Vikram will go over a lot of it. Basically what's happened. Well, the thing is, Vikram would have disappeared before she was killed. So Vikram returning is... Yeah.
Anything Vikram can't remember, Asandri does. Because obviously she's been around Flower the whole time.
Yeah. Vikram mainly covers the current war effort from their side on the surface.
So he stabbed Tuji in the back, and now is commanding an Asmodean army to rewind time. Is he insane? And your father's in on it too?
Unfortunately.
Yep, we've loaded up with the right equipment to deal with the problem, though. I think, every weapon we've got now is holy?
More or less.
I mean, some of us are legitimately just holy.
And it seems like he took over as part of the world. Wait a second. Young lady, what's that in your hands? And you didn't notice it before because you actually didn't aim for a crossbow bolts, but only half of them was poison. The other half was holy. To make sure that Walter didn't try anything, to make sure Walter didn't try anything funny around me when we were commanding together. I'll take that, dear. In exchange... He points at the siphon and points at Vikram.
What was that?
What
was that, Ty?
She points at the siphon and points at Vikram, maybe you could use it. Though you can only just borrow it. This is the symbol of our family, after all.
I've already learned about its enchantment. I believe I can safely replicate it if I need to. Besides, I've got my own. I've got my own family weapons, and he pulls out the Gladius. Kills have always been good at using these.
Ah, yes, yes.
Though not so good with the hand crossbow. I adopted a surface weapon.
Oh no, Vikrin! You deny your culture and to use the surface weapons? How could you? Your family will be so disappointed in you.
Yeah, including your older sister. Like, I told you to train in the crossbow.
I know how to use it, and I can use it quite effectively. But have you seen me use a bow? And Vicar just holding out his bow. Do you know what I can pull off with this thing?
Try me. Don't aim at me, just try me.
There's no arrow notched in it. It's basically a piece of wood right now.
Fine. He looks around for a minute like, can I borrow a couple of trees from the yard real quick, ma'am? But of course. And
Or the what?
as quick as possible, she turns her crossbow bolts into normal holy arrows. There, 5 of them. Now let's see what you do.
This seems like it's a poor choice, but
Well, he only have holy arrows and poison, holy bolts and poison bolts, so he doesn't have normal crossbow. So she doesn't have normal crossbow bolts.
I use. I don't use enchanted arrows.
Doesn't like using poison.
I refuse to use poison. You know that.
Yeah, that's why I gave you holy arrows.
My bow is already holy.
Holyception.
Listen, we want you to put your holy inside your holy. What does that mean?
You get holy while you get holy. You're holy.
I'll
keep them for yourself, just in case. You never know when the vampire is going to show up.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, you're right.
Kind of suck at using the bow and arrow.
Nerd.
Then make them holy bolts.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what you have an issue with poison. Poison's useful.
It has a tendency to cause collateral damage.
What? What poison are you using?
The best around.
Yeah. Also, doesn't always work. It's not super effective, and and if I'm hunting, I don't want to taint the meat.
Oh yeah, you like hunting, don't you?
I grew up in a village. I grew up in basically a forest village. What do you think I did with most of my time?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just a wizard, and all I do is rend reality.
Well, obviously I can't go with you to your fortress. I don't know if anyone will trust me, but at least I can stay here and help as best as I can.
I have no objection. I have no objections. Do you, Vikrin?
Vikrin?
Yes.
Do you have any objections? I know you don't trust me yet, so I can't exactly ask you to hang out at your holy fortress, but do me a favor and take it with you so at least I know he'll be safe.
We will. Look, you were one of their chief strategists. We're going to need you to go over any intelligence that we come across, as well as assist with battle preparations. You think you're going to be left out in the cold? No. Sure, there's going to be people watching you, but that's the worst it's going to be. Just drop the poison. You probably can keep your rapier on you.
probably just get into one. It's been done with so many poison. I think it's just poison itself.
The rapier's literally just made of poison at this point because she's poisoned it that many times.
Yeah, pretty much. But if this will get our house back in order, and she stabs the rapier into the ground.
Oh my goodness.
Then for now we'll use poison no more. Through my what remains of my troops that wasn't getting turned into a vampire at this point, to do the same.
Well, technically they're still fighting for House Kilth, just different management.
Exactly.
And hope they don't mind fighting alongside elves, humans, and various other lot that have decided to fall in behind me.
We have other people following us?
Yes.
I have a human thing.
Lover. The term is
concubine.
Lover. No, lover.
Yeah.
Concubine would imply that she has a husband.
Boy toy.
Yeah.
Lover.
Yeah, she pretty much says it something like, yeah, I love her.
Good girl. Anyways, yeah. Congratulations on admitting that you have a human lover. Now that you've admitted that, we can discuss other important factors of your life.
Like, not like unturning my men into stone, for instance?
What can be done can be undone.
What? That you have men that are turned to stone? Oh no! I'll fix them! Someday.
How are we going to move out of there with the stone statues?
I mean, they kind of add a nice ambiance to the room.
You do realize we're leaving too, because obviously we're not safe here anymore?
Oh yeah, that makes sense actually.
If you wanted to have us send your island as well.
I guess I could have you come visit.
I know we're not strategists or anything, but we do have some tips and tricks. So yeah, I assume everybody.
Be right back.
I assume everybody is packed up and ready to go.
I think we are. Are we all ready? Is everybody ready?
Yep.
All right, you leave the old. All right, you eventually leave the old mansion. I was like, well, it was nice living here, but a new world awaits.
Yay! Now we're actual heroes, guys. You know what this means, right?
We're not going to taverns. We saw what happened last time. All the alcohol just disappeared and we were banned from that establishment.
I was actually about to drop you off at the tavern.
That wasn't me. You cannot blame me for the actions of other people.
What about the fact that I saw you literally chucking casks of alcohol into your hole?
That is besides the point, and we call that slander where I'm from.
You were smiling and singing while doing it.
Slander? I mean, all accurate, but still, it's slander.
Well, this is a map we haven't been into in a while.
Yeah, even Pizzazz is currently bartending for now.
I have.
All right, where do you want us to drop our tokens? Just anywhere?
Well, anywhere. You're back on the island now, so.
Yep.
We're back. Hi, everybody. We're back. I bring good news.
Yep.
Also,
Well,
we gotta have a
also-
talk about your relationship advice. You can't just call a guy a boy toy and stuff. Like, that's insulting to him. Like, we need to have a talk about phrasing is important.
Sandra, you can have that conversation later, but I need to get her introduced to the War Council.
Okay.
And I'll take her to the acting fortress, the fortress that's been taken over. Oh wait, what was it? We have the fortress, and then the actual headquarters is the mansion. I believe we converted the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, taking her to the taking her down there. She'll the one thing she'll notice is when they're passing by the fortress, she does see a familiar yet different coat of arms.
Wait a second. Is that our coat of arms? No,
It's my coat of arms. Yeah. Yep. It's basically the original one would have been two crossed gladiuses, a crossbow bolt, and then Osmodius a symbol behind it. This one is two crossed gladiuses, a sword pointed down, and an arrow on top of that pointed up. And both Destin and Iomedean iconography on it. Yep, that's mine.
Interesting. I haven't had to get my coat of arms yet.
Well, for now you'll be flying. Well, you'll be flying under. You'll be flying under that one. You're a kilt after all.
Yeah, both Kit's and Minnow's coat of arms. Which is pretty much a shield with a scythe to it. Which is pretty much a shield with a scythe to it. And on the shield is one of the good gods.
A god will be on my shield. Interesting. May I make a suggestion on the god?
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Okay, now this is gonna sound impudent, but hear me out here.
You, isn't it?
No, gosh, no. I'm not that conceited.
All right, which god then?
Clearly, Phasmagora.
I'm gonna roll religion on that one. Who?
Or sorry, Phasmara.
Pharasma.
Pharasma.
Even
Phasmagoria.
Yeah, even the Mitra is like looking like,
I'm close enough. You guys are all acting like I'm saying something weird.
Yeah, because Pharasma is the goddess of fate, life, death, birth, healing.
We could also go with that god of plagues. You could go with that.
No, even not.
Because, you dark elves are a plague on our society.
Oh, fuck you too, lady.
I turned you to stone and brought you back to life. Don't question me, or I will do it again.
Actually, you're the guy who just resurrected. Actually, it's the Mitra of the Mayo family, so you're the one who...
I literally brought you back from the dead. I can say what I want about you. You would be dead still. Also, the fact that you were dead and you don't remember being dead, which most souls do, indicates that you had to have gone to a really shitty afterlife or no afterlife. So, checkmate. Or do you want to piss off the person that literally reunited your family and fixed all the bullshit in your lives?
I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, I can be an asshole to you. And it's perfectly fine because I earned it. I mean, it's shitty of me to do it, but at the same time, I'm making a point of, listen, you can't just be one unique individual or one unique clan. You need to change everybody so they all grow and develop. Otherwise, you're going to have a stagnating culture that will break itself down under its own inadequacies.
And at this point, both Asandra and the matriarch is almost ignoring you and just comes like, hey, we could combine this with this. Maybe we should show a true alliance, and then maybe we could combine our houses. Yeah, that may be a good idea.
But more importantly, like, you should also incorporate things that fit your themes. Like my coat of arms.
Wait, you have a coat of arms? Asandra says.
Yeah. I mean, no one's noticed. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask what it is, but maybe we should go down to the war room first.
Why would you be afraid to ask what it is? It's not like it can make something terrifying.
It probably involves a scroll or a wand, to be honest.
And an hourglass and butterflies.
Right, it's that dragon. I forgot what is his name.
Derpy! Derpy's not my only insignia.
Once again, I'm afraid to ask what it is, but we should head down to the war room.
I'm trying to spread my name to all the four corners of the world, so none may forget me.
They go
all will remember it, Sandra.
For someone who traveled to all corners of the world recently, even that way out village, the pygmies with some crazy magic spells, even they knew you as crazy god lady. Or at least that's what they call it.
I'm insulted. I prefer the term crazy goddess lady.
I think someone call you that.
Besides, oh my goodness, we're here, guys. Guys, you know what this means?
I'll pull up an old map to indicate that you're in a different location.
Yeah.
Oops, I forgot.
So yeah, the War Council would be a very interesting lot. Because what is it? There'd be remnants of the Wufu Navy and Empire. There would be representatives of various paladin orders, other faiths.
Why do we have paladins?
Because Alara's order is fallen in behind me. And there are other orders that have fallen that have been damaged or fallen that needed a place that was safe, and they're working with them now.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good enough reason.
We're a giant coalition at this point. We're kind of fighting an army of the undead and an army from the Darkland, plus devils from hell.
I see. Brought some new allies.
Yes, this is. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting her first name because you gave names to them. Ty, what's her first name?
I'm Asoshi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Asoshi.
This is Lady Asoshi Kilth, my eldest half sister. She's willing to work with us.
Interesting. I'm the former patriarch of the Mino family. Wait, I thought you were wiped out. Yes, but you're that little pal that mage over there resurrected us.
I did what I wanted to. I mean, that's legitimately why I did it, because I could. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. I thought it would be helpful for all of us, and your daughter missed you, so it might as well help her. She's a good kid too. Plus, she has that really cool scythe.
So eventually,
Plus, I need to figure out how to use that scythe. It's going to be really useful for me in my future.
Well, obviously she's let go to the scythe now, so she asked, "Oh, if you could." So all you have to do is ask the mother if you could borrow, and she probably let you have it for a little.
Besides, bit. I already know the enchantment, so I can replicate it if needed.
I know, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to replicate it at some point.
Yeah,
I have use for it.
Yeah. For now, we'll just keep it safely stored in the pocket dimension, I guess. Just like the axe from the former Pirate King. Because I haven't sat down and figured
his axe.
His axe literally steals health from basically the damage that someone else takes. He gains back in health.
Half health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be useful for some groups.
Oh well, that's easy enough. Okay. Give me the axe. Where is it? It's in my vault or something. I don't know. How many of these do you need? You want it in axe form, sword form, or lance form?
All right.
What was that?
Which form do you want it in? Is what I was asking.
Which weapon are we referring to?
The whole healing thing.
Well, again, I just want to learn the enchantment, then replicate it.
Oh, I can teach you it.
Vikram slips on the ring that lets him see enchantments and goes, "Okay, let's figure out how this works, and we'll see if we can add it to other things."
Meanwhile, she's about to start. First of all, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused.
It's okay.
A lot of the lands was taken over because of my strategies. Now I just hope I can find a way to get them back. With that in hand, obviously my father and obviously Lord Kilf, I refuse to call him father now, and von Struzenheisen's plan is to rewind time to obviously put the war in their favor. That means something like, let's say, your recent adventures in Rufu. Imagine
they'll have to rewind further than that. They'll have to go back probably. They'll probably have to go back before I left the city. Assuming he doesn't want to go all the way back to even further back.
Yeah. To make sure you didn't leave the city. That makes sense. Make sure you didn't leave the city, and to. Oh, that's right. To make sure you didn't leave the city, and to make sure your allies either was on the other side or got killed before he got too powerful. And in fact, that's what he was playing for you, Leia Sandra.
Like to recruit me, or
either recruit you or kill you before you actually got powerful.
I mean, I get the plan, but I just want to point out that there's a lot of ifs and buts there that don't really work out in his favor.
That's why, obviously, the plan is to find the crystal tower. As you can see, the lady of the tower actually wrote a full, detailed guide on magic and time travel. She's the only person who did it because, ironically, a vampire and a succubus preventing her to testing out her theories. Or at least that's what the rumor is.
Good. I'm glad we're basing it off of a woman that was trying to get petty revenge.
You know what they say about hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
She doesn't. She didn't want to get some pay revenge, and a and voice teleports in with teleports in. Hi, it's been a while.
I hate everything I'm hearing right now. I
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Rice. How are you?
Rice?
Lice. Bice. How do you pronounce your name?
Rebecca? The person who studied at who's studying at the magic tower as we speak to control it?
Ooh, she's learning how to control the magic tower. Ooh, I'm so scared of the person staring at books all day.
She snaps her fingers and your robes are on fire now.
They're not on fire now?
No, they're on fire now.
Oh my goodness, my robes are on fire. Sanja's robes are burning already. Oh my, wow. It's too bad that they're enchanted against burning.
Actually, you double check and it actually burns it. It's trying to burn your enchantment.
That, look at her try. It's so cute.
It's better than what most get.
Don't encourage her.
To be fair, she's actually done some damage to you, which is to say not many people actually can get.
I mean, technically, you want to go by total damage done or damage in general. That's a small bar.
So yes, where are we? Oh yeah. Yes, Magic Room wrote detailed guide on time travel. Obviously, we cannot let our father get their hands on the book. And of course, we cannot let their father or Mr. von Strubenheiser, well, Mr. Lord Kills. I forgot I don't call him father anymore.
Her brain is broken. Gosh.
Well, think about it. She just got betrayed by her father after how many years of servitude?
Loyal service. Yeah.
Yeah. So of course he's like, she's trying to mix up father with Lord Kills.
Yeah. Right.
Anyway, I had the book locked away so that no one can actually get access to it. I hope.
Is this Sally?
Rebecca, though Sally's about to teleport in any second.
Got it. Yeah. I'm assuming it's in the tower, which has been constantly moving.
Yes, but a couple of people have been finding it lately, so we're a little concerned about that. Yes, we've had to upgrade the golems for the first time in like 20 years.
You don't just constantly try and play around with new golem configurations?
Well, I'm still studying magic. I can't exactly have time to fool around with all the golems. Plus, I'm still making money on my business. See, I have a small golem right there whose job is to collect money and teleport to me.
Okay, sure.
So what's the plan, young lady? Says The old man right here.
Yeah, you guys figure out the plan. I mean, my plan would just be to throw enough.
Besides, blow them up because we don't know what they collected or what backlash it may cause.
Wait, guys! I got a brilliant plan. We go back in time.
Blow them up.
No, we go back in time and stop them from existing.
Which means that I wouldn't exist. Which means we couldn't go back in time to stop them.
Nor would I, at least in my form.
Okay. But hear me out, guys. It's not the best plan, but legitimately it is a plan.
One of last resort.
Nobody asked me to give you a good plan. I just offered a plan.
We could try to get that alliance to fight each other.
I mean, they're going to do that eventually, yeah.
I'm saying we hasten the inevitable, though I prefer not doing that due to the fact that a good chunk of my father's army are enslaved.
That's sadly not going to happen. Remember, I was engaged to that thing called water to fuse our armies together. I assume now that since he takes an interest in my sister, if he ever gets free, well, there's going to be a wedding going on.
Oh my goodness! They're going to marry a bird to that guy?
Let's not reveal where we have her hidden. We have her contained for now.
I mean, the moment I showed her to you, I changed what she was.
She's been contained in such a way that it's not easy to find her.
Yeah, legitimately.
I'll take your word on that.
Look, for now, what we should do is try to contain as many of these artifacts in as far-flung as places as possible.
Obviously, we lost 2 of them, unfortunately. But we still have a bunch of more. One's under a storm still, so no one's gonna go there unless only Lord Kiff and Lord Struberheim will even attempt to go there. But the rest is somewhere in Warnwick, somewhere in this city, and some desert, and some
the desert in the Sarasara Empire, or the Sarasara.
No,
Kingdoms.
They already tried to get that one. No, I meant the one of the poles, but I forget which one.
There's a
North Pole and South Pole, but obviously she didn't remember which one he said it was. If we get all of them, then oh boy, that's a problem.
I mean,
that means we'll be the targets.
Okay, so what you're saying is we're working on a deadline that is increasingly approaching, but also readily apparent for both us and them. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding this right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
However, thanks to you take over the island, they have no more navy to depend on.
Yeah, we kind of fucked them good.
However, I assume my army is being turned into vampires right now, so I can actually just crawl over there. Or what do vampires do actually?
Mostly die.
Other than die.
Mostly regret angering me in a previous life.
So yeah, it's gonna be vampires to sort of sole purpose of getting the artifacts. Except for the Iron Storms, which, like I said, even I suggested that Lord Kilth and Lord Ruth von Struberheisen go to alone.
So, like, I just want to hear this correctly. You told them to split up.
No, I meant two of them together go to alone because that's how dangerous it is.
Oh, well, so legitimately, if they were smart, that's where they should be going next because it's a final confrontation place, etc. I mean, besides the obvious that it.
Pretty much. Though I assume they're going to take a couple of devils with them just in case. So if you're going there, prepare for a fight.
Oh, we're not worried. We can take them. Isn't that right, Vikram?
Sorry, what was that?
We can take your father.
Oh yeah. I've been mostly prepared for this a good chunk of my life. I've trained in, as a possible eventuality, I've trained in multiple forms of combat. And, well, these are holy, and last time I checked, he was evil, so.
Now, let's be fair here. We don't know your father's evil. We just assume he's evil.
He's been involved in the soul trade.
Okay, fair enough.
He's enslaved thousands.
Okay. I feel like that's a neutral.
He had me killed.
He actively worships Osmodeus and has a contract with him.
He had me killed and tried to marry me to a vampire.
Okay. Now just hear me out. What if we redeem him?
There is no redemption for the soul trade. There's only a handful of gods that are even willing to entertain it.
Well, I offered my suggestion. Yeah, that's fine.
Plus, remember, you still have to team up with a vampire. What the vampire lord, can you say? Not to mention the dragons, the dinosaurs, the dragons, the loose devils, the windstorms, thunderstorms, earthquakes.
Oh gosh, you guys are all such drags. You're all like
and for some odd reasons, a dimensional gateway.
Yeah. Point is, we have our plan. Is that what I'm hearing?
Carrie?
Like,
Hello?
that, or we could just try and track them down and murder them.
Yeah, but remember, you're going to the most dangerous place in order to kill them.
It wouldn't be the first time we've been into very dangerous places, and I very much doubt it'll be the last.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Plus, going to dangerous places is half the fun of being an adventurer.
So you're going to wait for Dad to. So you're going to wait for Lord Kithrin to to the Isle of Storms.
God no, we're just going to do we're gonna beat them at their own game. I think. I don't actually care. Like their plan's kind of bored to me already.
Well, is there any ship that is capable of withstanding the effects of the storms?
No, not even close. And you can't actually teleport there through magic either. So I have no clue how they're gonna get there.
So it's going to be easy then.
Wait, what?
I mean, if you can't teleport there through magic, and it's a ridiculously dangerous journey, then either they are really, really conceited about all those defenses, or they're hyper cautious. And if they're the hyper cautious type, then it's going to be kind of boring. Like,
So-
hyper cautious people are boring.
Yeah, but the last time I shot a bolt at you, you defended yourself, so you're not exactly the most.
I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm also technically one of those hyper cautious people.
True. And as you was discussing things, Sarah looks at it was like, "Oh, Rebecca, we gotta get out of here now." What? Come on, go. She looks at Sarah was like, "I'm sorry, we gotta go now."
What is going on?
Huh?
I was asking them, what is going on?
The tower's being attacked. Directly.
Which town?
The tower.
Oh, got it.
Just let it be the fucking guys. Let's finish this. We've been doing this for a while. Like, oh my god, they just want to drag this confrontation out, don't they?
They left already.
Did they get in?
Like, yes, that's why we got to go now. We have to.
Right, teleport is over.
Yeah. Grabbing several squads of various units that are good at fighting vampires and other undead. So we have reinforcement.
Just bring them around me quick. I'll teleport them at least 6 at a time. After that, we're on our own because I'll be the rest of the time be performing magic. I assume you do that.
Yep.
Alright. And they teleport away. I'm going to use the grass field for now. Actually, I'm going to use the arena for now. As soon as I actually put the player flag.
So should I just try and? I'm just going. Yeah. So if this is the final confrontation, let's just bring in all the golems.
Yep, Vikran's army is mobilized as well.
Well, I mean, we can just bring in the 100 or so Sams. They'll. What are that? People just start dying and screaming. Why do they just hate? What do you mean?
So yeah, a huge bunch of vampires. Like, let's just say this.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay, so obviously, here's the plan. Now, hear me out. Hear me out.
I should note this is 10 vampire soldiers each. In other words, 50.
What was it?
In other words, 50 vampire soldiers.
Each
and as
icon
you can see,
represents
there's
10.
a lot more trying to pour in.
Well, I guess we'll counter vampire soldiers with paladins.
I mean, send the Sams after them. They have holy weapons.
Yeah, why not? Why not send both?
Yeah. What the fuck are? Why are there 10-foot clay things with adamantine armor with giant holy swords that constantly shoot out lightning every round?
Actually, a couple of them already used the crazy lady's here. Quick, anti-crazy lady defenses. And they're trying to set up an anti-magic field.
Paladins are going straight for the gullet on those guys.
Yep.
And obviously Lord Smith and Sally's doing their best magic attempt too. And McRucker is just casually setting everyone on fire like Amaterasu. We can't exactly extinguish the flames. The problem is the vampire soldiers keep just pouring on in.
Well, how many Sams you got in there?
I mean, I can. Okay, so let's see. During the Woofu stuff, I made about 200, and I also have the. Let me actually pull up my sheet finally, just so I can give you exact numbers. So there's 200 Sams, all of which are awakened constructs. So they're constructs, and the vampire powers don't work on them. That constantly arc 2d6 lightning and thunder damage on bad guys, which they're immune to. So enemies that get near them are just constantly getting tagged for light damage. Their swords have been enchanted with basically all the elemental stuff, so that they don't already get from their aura. So, fire and cold, acid and holy. So, then let's see what else they have. And that's just the basic stuff. Initially, they didn't have the holy stuff, but I was implying that, which is why there's only so many. They also, their minimum HP is 64. Also, when they get hit, they do a 3d8 lightning damage. They're immune to force damage. They're only AC 18, though. And they also have a slam attack that adds 2d6 fire damage. I have 2 of the Dragonhide Golem, which does acid aura and breeds acid and cold damage on people, and I have 2 of those, so I can throw at people. So 2 Dragon Golems. I can throw 3 glass, 2 alchemical. Let's see. That's okay. Okay. So that's 400 Sams total. I have my Virillium Golem, i.e. my Radiation Golem.
Cancer Golem.
Yeah. I have actually 2 of him now. So there's that. I also have, because of other things, I can also bring in the... How many clay golems do I have? Only 10 clay golems and 10 stone golems and 2 iron golems? 2 iron golems. So you know that.
Nice.
Only 2. Yep. So yeah, I'm not gonna bother pulling up those stats because that I can just throw that at people and be like, here you go. So that's 420, 446,
Rebecca just
49.
Rebecca just looked at you as she's riding her car. Was like, I need to step my game up then.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, and that's just Assandra's forces. Ty, what did you say I had available to me?
I think about 20 forces with 5 commanders each.
Yeah, and I said a lot of them are various holy orders, clerics, paladins, inquisitors. Mainly because they've been fucked the hardest by all this.
Speaking of which,
I bet you pretty much have 3 level 20 mages on your side.
Oh god, that's not even.
That's end game. That is just we win.
Except the problem is they're not coming to fight you. They're trying just to take the book. In other words, they know it's a suicide mission.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a full-on fight at this point. We're throwing down and saying no, and if they try, Anyways, so Assandra's going to pull out her other staff, the one that she made besides her Banshee staff. This is where Archibald is here, of course.
Yeah, he's in the upper level to get the ones you missed.
Yes, my little bunny is here. Okay, now then, I'm going to trigger one of my contingency trap spells. Okay. How many does summon monster give me for casting? I'll check this. Let's see. 1d4 plus 1 creatures of the 7th tier list. Okay, so that means 1d4, and that's 5 uses. So, and then it's maximized. So that's 25 divine T-Rexes.
Oh god. Oh god.
Go. What? Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I summoned 25 celestial T-Rexes as well.
Yeah.
They're lawful good T-Rexes.
Like, wait, what?
They're lawful good T-Rexes.
No, I mean one so was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What she can pull with this?
Oh yeah. Also, let's bring back Gregory because I can also tag in him with this staff. Might as well just do a spell to summon him, and so the invisible sucker Gregory's here because might as well bring him in. But yeah, 25 divine. Just lawful good T-Rexes, so they have smite evil and stuff.
Not only that, but because you did, I do have a lot of good line clerics. They're popping consecrate everywhere, man, and setting up field shrines.
But most importantly, the final part of this staff, this staff is the big one besides the Banshee one. The Banshee one is that one that just instant kills anybody with 255 HP or less, and then does that.
I'm not just picturing this. Rebecca on one golem, you and Sandra on another golem, a bunch of T-Rexes with paladins riding them, just charging down a whole army of undead vampires.
Yep.
And they're running.
Actually, the paladins are setting up defensive lines. They're going to let the enemy slam into them.
Yep. But more importantly, so I have a question, guys. Do we have any? As a few gates start popping up behind Cassandra. So, guys, I decided to call in some friends.
The more, the merrier.
Yeah. So don't. So some of them aren't going to get along, but they're all here on mutual terms. As some solars start crawling in.
Some what?
Solars.
What are solars?
The towering humanoid creature has shining topaz eyes, metallic skin, and 3 pairs of white wings. CR-23.
Divine beings?
Yeah. Just angels. Angels with 150 fight speed and the ability to cast Wish once a day, and Power Word Kill, and Greater Restoration, and Power Word Blind, Power Word Stun, Prismatic Spray.
And you can just summon these things.
I can summon 5 with the staff. There are 5 of them. Which, since they also have summoned Monster 7, so they can bring in a bunch of... you know what? So they'll bring in a D4 plus 1 Celestial. What is a level 5 thing? They won't get to maximize it, so a 5D4 plus 5 Celestial Tigers. So, Celestial Tigers are just falling in from the sky. So, 20 Tigers. 20.
We have 25 Celestial T-Rexes, 20 Tigers, 5 basically Greater Angels.
Who also have Wish spells, which means that they can then proceed to... Speaking of which, since it only is a wish... Guys, can you bring in... Oh, good, thank you. And that's why there is now another, they can each bring in another 5 T-Rexes for 50 total T-Rexes. There we go.
We have 50 total T-Rexes now running around this battlefield.
Flying. Celestials get wings. So they are flying T-Rexes.
Do you just open the gates? Do you just summon the gates of heaven and just open them?
Yeah.
Is that what you just do? You just open the gates of heaven?
No, she pulls out a weird key, twists it, and then says, "I open the gates of Babylon." What?
I read the book about how to do it, but I didn't even try yet.
Yeah, well, that's the staff for the day. I haven't been able to make it do multiple charges yet.
Yeah.
It's going to take me... Staff. Yeah, it's going to take me a full... this is going to take me a while to do more than that. That's the thing. Time is the real killer with these things.
Yeah. And this is their main force, correct?
Most of their main force, yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, the Solars can go hunt down anybody. They're here for 24 hours. 24 hours.
Because, obviously, Riches are going to go with 3 level 20 mages and a couple of gold, and about 3 or 4 golems. Plus as many as Rebecca could create on the fly.
Yeah, which is not a lot. She doesn't have the crafting feats that Assandra has.
I'd also argue that there'd be a morale boost to all the good aligned holy people here with all of this holy power just pouring out.
T-Rex just flies down, smites evil, a vampire bites
T-Rex
it.
Flies down. What? T-Rex flies down, Sally kisses and converts people, if you will. Mr. Winchester shoots people.
Shoot stragglers?
Yeah. And of course, anyone that actually gets upstairs has to deal with Archibald.
Well, layered defense of paladins and clerics plus consecrated ground the entire way.
So there's very few that actually get upstairs, and when they do, they're pretty much so tired that, even an old-age vampire could just finish them off.
Plus, there's Vikrin and the party probably standing up there.
Yeah.
It's just T-Rexes that are just nom. See, I was thinking about it. I was like, I could just summon in 15, of the... I was thinking I could summon in 15, Frost Giants, but I was like, but T-Rexes.
Eventually, the chaos says, you know what? It's not worth it right now. Fall back.
Oh, by the way, the Solars have Firestorm, so remember that spell that Assandra has that lets her do basically 20 fireballs all over the place?
Yeah.
Just imagine all 5 of them just do that at once.
Are they doing a box-in bombardment to prevent escape?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
At that point, Vikran orders a charge of his forces. No quarter shall be given.
We're just,
We are destroying this army.
And anything they summon in the Solar's also a banishment. So they start bringing in their own summons. The Solar's just like, banish instead of doing the Firestorm that round. And, since they can also throw up, this is a good one, Storm of Vengeance. For the next 1D, let's see, it lasts for 5. Oh, yeah, it's just the hail, acid, rain, and lightning bolts. So, the bad guys that are trying to run dimensional anchors from Cassandra to make sure nobody can teleport out. We're just going to just level everything.
If your sister teleports in with a rain of holy bolts to get any stragglers.
Yeah. Well, remember, I kept my guys in reserve and in defensive positions, so there was a reason for that. I was going to let Assandra's forces completely scatter them and bring them in disarray.
Yep. Also, yeah. Any big time... the Solars, of course, are going to... Once they've, helped to level things, because action economy, and T-Rexes help corral people in, we can then start taking care of your parents.
Vikran personally leads the charge of his forces.
So after about,
meanwhile, after Audrey's been her staff, she's going to go get the book.
I say about a quarter of a day, the forces have been mostly wiped out. Asaji says, that's about half the forces.
And we've had very few casualties on our side.
Yeah, anything they kill here technically gets just brought back to its plane, and we have the banners.
I still have flesh and blood mortals, but we have ways of.
Let me calculate a casualty count real quick.
Yeah, casualty roll will be very interesting.
Wait, they lost 74%, or we lost 74%? We lost 74% of our forces. That is a massive casualty rate, Ty.
Ty, you can't just roll a D100 and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Ty.
74 people, not the...
Oh, 74 people out of hundreds upon hundreds.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, 74 gave their lives and probably 3 to 4 times as many were injured.
Yeah.
Look, you upset Tifa, Ty. Look,
I'm like 74%. No, 74 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rebecca's just looking like, my poor golem. I had to rebuild them.
Well, yeah, we let the enemy blunt their charge on the things that are more easily replaced.
Just have feelings, Just keep that in mind. Like it's mean.
I know. But we let the enemy blunt their charge on the most powerful things we have. Things that can also be summoned if they're lost.
Oh yeah, the T-Rexes are, unless they use certain spells, like the T-Rex is just going back to their home planes.
Yeah.
Same with the Solars.
Yeah. And Rebecca is rebuilding the golem as we speak. Reminds me quite quickly of when I add.
Yeah. Vikran is probably with probably broken up his force into hunting squads by this point to hunt down stragglers. He's personally looking for his father, seeing he was involved in the battle.
Oh, no, Vikran. Don't fall for it, Vikran. It's his plan. He wants to kill you. He wants to get you alone so he can murder you.
Vikran isn't alone, though. He's got both Alara, his hawk, and whatever forces Ty will let me have as part of a platoon-sized force. Or greater, maybe company-sized.
As you look around, you actually hear a voice like, "Congratulations, you defeated one of the greatest armies in the world. Well, half of it at least."
And I'm using perception, try to find his ass.
I'm not even going to bother because he speaks to a hawk. Well, not
51. 51 perception. Is he anywhere in my line of sight?
No.
Well, you don't want to come
it's actually
out...
not your father. It's von Strubenheisen.
Well, we can take out both.
Oh, von Strubenheisen, I'm friends with your daughter. She wants to give you the ultimate Father's Day gift.
Death!
Yes, she already gave me ultimate Father's Day gift. I should thank your friend. I should, kill your friend for bringing my soldiers back to life. You know how long it takes to bring my commanding officer back to life.
I mean, that's the entire point. It resets his vampiric aging.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Hi, I'm a clone of Asandra sent here to talk with you as well.
That's why you know it. Like,
oh, hi, I'm a clone of Asandra. Nice to meet you.
Yes, the mad mage or eccentric mage or.
I suggest you shh. You need to know when not to talk.
Your days are numbered.
Really?
Well, if they aren't, then we're doing a bad job.
And I don't think we're doing a bad job. I think we've done okay for ourselves. We've taken away your naval superiority. We've taken away one of your commanders. We've taken away one of your commanders. We've brought back old enemies of your ally who are now working with us. We've basically got the whole world against you at this point, and formed one of the largest armies of light this world has ever seen, all because you wanted to take over the world.
Take over the world is so boring. Now having command of time and space,
which won't happen. We are recovering those artifacts, and we're either going to destroy them or put them in a place that you can't get to.
That's the plan. Yes, I'm putting them all in a safe place where he can't get them.
Or destroying them.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure Lady Asandri pointed out to us that to you that if you gathered all the artifacts, that means all we have to do is target you.
I mean, you're dying right now.
Wait, what? This is astral projection. So
no, you're dying. Watch. Wish.
Wait.
I use the wish spell, and I make him swap place with his astral projection. And then I have the other solar use his wish spell to bring in Seawall's father. And then I have the third solar make sure that they can't contingency it by using a wish. With the fourth solar, just counter the other contingencies. And then I have the fifth solar use wish to do a twinned mage's disjunction on the two of them.
I'd like to announce that I'm not anywhere near where you guys are. I was down near the ground level.
And that's the Solar's actions. Asandra, the clone of Asandra that's there, then uses its spells to do teleport. It's actually Simulacron, but not a clone. Because the clone is the spell that brings her back.
What's the difference between a simulacrum and a clone?
The simulacrum is basically just a copy that can walk around, and it knows it's a copy. It's basically there to help. Sandra basically has a bunch of copies.
It's her lab intern. It's her intern.
Effectively, yeah. It can still do teleport and stuff. So yeah, you're over there now. Hi guys.
Yeah, you're now standing in front of your father, who's standing next to Vikram's dad, and both of them don't have magic items.
Mostly because...
Would the mage disjunction affect my magical items and stuff?
No, it's targeting them.
Okay, so it
you can just
so
target
it's not like
them.
an area of effect. Okay.
You can make it an area of effect if you want. speaking of which, just to help this out, what's really nice? There's a really cool spell called Anti-Magic Zone. So let's just drop that on them so they can't get out unless they bring out some more Mage's Disjunctions. So
Oh, goody.
Yeah, so, just drop that down on that area. Is there anything else? Reality is forfeit.
Wait, what's reality is forfeit?
They're basically locked in place with no magic items.
Yeah.
And they're currently surrounded.
Yes. By
not only the party, but followers and summons of the party.
Well,
I'm just... We're bringing down the banhammer, is what I'm saying.
We're done with this. We are not letting them break time.
Alrighty then. Hello, Father. Goodbye,
Dad.
Father.
It's been a while.
Hello, daughter.
Yes. I'd like to show you this. She pulls out 5 bullets. 4 bullets.
Is his name on all of them?
And basically, there's no way they're going to get out of this one. Since that's the first.
Oh, speaking of which,
42 against touch AC. Match the crit.
Oh, yeah.
Confirm the crit.
Yeah.
Should I roll the rest or just do the crit first?
Roll the rest.
No. We need to be thorough here.
Does the 24 hit the touch AC?
No.
Does 31, though? Okay. So that will be... Give me a minute. This is a bit of math here.
Is there anything I can do to help Kiri reroll that? Probably. I have to look through all my spells. I don't want to do that. It's too much work.
So
What's the problem? What's your wizard's problem? Your wizard doesn't want to do the effort of looking through all his goddamn spells? How do you know when the game's gotten too crazy? The wizard looks at their spell list and just goes, I don't want to.
Come on, if you got the guts. But let him know, I've been a father, a man, a scholar, and a gentleman. But you always remain a little girl for the rest of your life. So if you have the guts, kill me right here. But remember that even if you kill me, you can never have your childhood back. You can never return home.
209 points of damage.
I like how he's trying to be like, you won't have a childhood. Bitch, she's not trying to get back her childhood.
She's trying to kill your ass.
And he actually stands up like, and you failed. But nice try.
Except, and Saloon leans in for a solid hug.
What are you doing?
He just loses 41 hit die right now.
God.
Oof.
I just don't get it. Like, they're like, we're so much more enlightened and intelligent, and we're
So he loses 41 hit die.
Yeah, even I can't bullshit about that. He's dead.
Yeah.
He just looked at it like...
The power of love conquers all.
Coward.
we
Actually,
don't call that.
Sandra, can you destroy his weapons? Can you destroy my father's weapons and armor?
I was actually wanting them.
Can you get them away from him? Because I want to deal with this personally. Start doing the whole, a hand into fist thing.
Yes, strip him naked.
No, he can keep his clothes. We have a bit to discuss.
Right, we don't want to see that.
Why are you like? I understand certain things, but like, please don't strip your daddy naked in front of me. Like, no offense, but that's just like my one request.
Yeah, I'm not asking you to strip him naked. I'm saying strip him of weaponry. And maybe armor.
Fine.
You don't have to destroy it. You don't have to destroy it. You can just teleport it somewhere. I don't care what you do with it.
I mean, I don't know what I was going to do with it. I just wanted to...
Howdy, Pops. I think we have a bit to discuss.
Like you betraying me? Or are you turning one of your sisters against me?
You betrayed her first.
I was trying to increase our power.
Technically, he's not wrong. He was increasing her power.
Well, the family's power in general, because that means they have a vampire arm. If the marriage were going off without a hitch.
But I want to point something out to you. To be fair, like he has a point. Is that your entire plan is inadvertently revolving around turning one of your children into a vampire. That's not a stable plan, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's part of the process to marry a vampire. Besides, my former ally would agree with that.
So does he still have weapons on him?
Oh no! Someone destroyed them. Remember?
Or teleported them away or something? Yeah. Vikram is basically just as they're kind of doing the whole. He's kind of walking around in the circle, and he's just kind of dropping his equipment until he's basically just in. I would assume he'd still have his breastplate on, but other than that, not much else.
So, what are you doing? What, you want to fight your old man fist to fist? You were too cowardly to fight your older sister.
And trip attack.
Yay! Okay. My money's on
obviously
Vikram's
he has
dad.
no armor, so of course he's going to hit. He's going to get hit.
No, CMD doesn't actually go off of armor.
CMD is its own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it trips.
Yeah, that trips. Yeah, Vikram basically just tackles him to the ground.
As a response, he just spits in your face.
Fun fact, Seawall, if I was not flat-foot, that would not hit my CMD.
Jesus, you got a CMD above 45?
49.
How did you get it that high?
I have a high dexterity and stuff that increases dodge.
Yeah, I'm limited on that. So yeah. So he's basically on the ground, and well, Vikram's got to go down the whole punchy punch point.
Pretty much grounded punches.
No, just what was it? What was that?
Grounded punches.
Yeah, it basically is sitting on top of him and just beating him.
Why are we beating your father?
No one's going to stop him. Hell, his sister and his sister and Ed's getting popcorn.
So you're curb stomping him, a la American History X?
Oh, that's a good movie.
No, he's doing the whole punching him while over top of him.
Pretty much. USC punching.
Bare knuckle brawl.
USC mountain punches.
What was it? I think I get a total of 4 attacks, so I've got to reduce it by 5. Got to confirm the crit. Yeah, I think I confirmed that crit. $21 and there we go. How many of those hit?
Let's see now. 1, 2, 3. All but the 20 and 21.
Got it.
His natural toughness could ride that out without armor.
Well, there was that one crit, so I'll quickly roll that one. 1d. What was it? It's 1d. Is it 1d4 for unarmed for a medium-sized creature?
Yeah. That's why improved unarmed strike makes it a d6.
Yep.
Except of course you're rolling 5th edition where it's just 1 plus strength mod, which I'm okay with technically.
Yep. This is the first punch. Vikrund only does 13 damage, and then double this next one. Vikrund basically does in 2 punches. 13 plus 16 is 13 plus 32 is 45 damage. Just wailing on just 2 punches, just back and forth. Non-lethal, of course, but.
Are you done yet, son? Daughter, do me a favor and actually kill him. So Asadi takes off her crossbow and aims it at Asandra for some odd reason. She fires, and the thing bounced off Asandra's shield and ran into Miss Lord Cliff's leg. Like, oops, sorry, father. I missed. I didn't know she had a barrier. My mistake.
You know, I could have sworn we told you about that barrier. Oh no! You're in trouble, Vikrund's father.
And before I ask, it's just a regular crossbow bolt. She brought some in town.
God damn it. Okay, so the last one doesn't confirm, it just hits. So I'm assuming I hit all 4.
He really wants him to die, don't he?
Yeah, Vikrund hates this man. Don't worry, he's not going to completely cross that line. Let's see. So do all 4 hit? Ty? Does the 23 hit?
Only but the 23 doesn't.
Okay.
And obviously the 16 doesn't either.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... Assuming I can actually roll it.
Yeah, 27 is the target goal.
47 more damage as Vikrund just keeps wailing on him. And Vikrund just kind of grabs him by the shirt. You know, obviously his dad's face is pretty bloodied at this point. You've lost. Just give up already, old man.
And this is going to be an interesting point to end the final confrontation because at this point, Rebecca runs out panicking, like, something's wrong. One of the books is missing.
Yeah, I took it.
No, a different book.
Which different book?
about and voice you hear, well, you heard a couple of times, like, something like cross dimensions and transmutations. And surprisingly, from a faraway distance, you see your other sister and Walter kissing in the distance. Hello.
What?
Thank you for being up that old man. Now I'm in control of the strongest army in the world.
Technically, only half of it.
Yeah, the other half is kind of dying.
I'm a bit annoyed that you turned me back into a human, and the former lord had to bite me again. Still, thank you.
What? Who is this?
You have to book back, by the way. I just came to pick her up.
Who? What?
So the B team thinks they're going to be able to win.
Pretty much with one of the books from Crystal Charge, she actually broke into Sandra's dimension and saved the younger sister.
He'd have to find her first.
That's why she also took a book to find her as well.
Okay.
Spell.
Okay, so that means he has to figure out where she is in the dimension.
How big is the dimension, by the way?
It's only about half the size of France, so it takes time. But I mean, that actually isn't the issue. Like, if that was the issue, then no. Because he has to figure out what Assandra's turned her into, if anything.
Yeah.
You know, Assandra could have just turned her into a rock and be keeping her in her bag of holding.
I figured you actually could turn her. I figured you actually wanted to keep her alive for some reason. And if this little bird started pestering me,
I already said I did. I turned her out of the bird form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you turned her into then?
So Ty, as I've mentioned before, the Sams have inside them people, or rather skeletons, just to make them scary when they get cracked open.
Yeah,
they're dead people that generally are bad people. So inside one of the Sams is Vikram's sister. So he'd have to go through the 400 Sams that are on the battlefield to find her. And the only person that knows that is Assandra.
Alright, so rewrite as when we teleport.
Diplo kind of let him have this one.
I
have to create a true final boss for you since you took out the regular final bosses.
Ty, you can just let it
Yeah.
Ty.
This is the last battle after this session.
This is the last battle.
The next section is the final battle.
I literally just pulled out the staff that I've been spending every other session building. The thing that I've been mentioning, and I finally got to use it just because I was like, fuck it, let's end this. And I ended it. I made reality my bitch. I mean, it's also the B team. Though I kind of love the idea of the B team. It's like, haha, we're here to take you on. It's like, really? How do you think this is going to go?
Cute. Think you can do it?
Well, think about it. They're also very weak.
There's also the fact that there's the assassins who are kind of loyal to Assandra now. That would be in his pocket dimension. He shows up in the pocket dimension. He's like, haha,
Red alert! Red alert!
Why? Okay.
Right,
then suddenly a farmer fucking shanks him. Oh,
that's why.
What are you going to be performing?
I think Remy is doing basically the death, the end battle song soundtrack.
Yeah.
Remy is a victorious person.
You could just snap them out of existence. They are very weak at this point.
You know?
Hey, you know what? Wait.
Ring just snaps them out of existence. They are still close enough to do that.
Do it. Give in to your hatred, Remy.
Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
Remy, give in to your hatred. Yes. Let the darkness throw through you, Remy. Give in to your hatred. Yes. Yes, Remy. Slay your foes. Castrate them before me. What? I think you mean prostrate them before you. I know what I said.
I am right here. Just before me.
But you're not going to use it the down stamp?
Sure, why not? I do it. Okay. I do it.
You still have to roll.
Okay, what? What did I roll again?
Let's see here. Disintegrate. Any creature structurally rate takes 2d6 per damage per caster level up to 40d6. So 34d6 worth of damage. So basically, I think they have to make like a save. And so he has to make just a fortitude save. And if he fails, he takes 34d6 worth of damage.
Alright. One last fortitude save for both of them. Yeah, no, it says it's Sandri, but officially Mufia has similar stats, so here we go. For both of them.
So is Remy gonna basically Thanos snap them out of existence? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, no.
Oh, you didn't see the number yet, but yeah, it's 16.
Shit.
Yeah, you saw the number.
Memory serves, that's a failure. But I don't think it's meant for that character. But I don't think it's meant for that character, but for someone else. Correct?
Yeah, obviously it's not as soldier as someone else. She just has similar stats.
Well, let's just remember all the good times we had. Cuts to screaming as the cities burn.
As they kiss,
good times.
As they kiss,
I sunk their battleships.
Right. As they kiss, you see almost dust flying through the air. Like, what exactly is going on? As Remy just snaps her fingers, like, you forget about you forgetting about me. And just like that, they're gone like the wind. And the rest of the troops scatter.
Where are they gonna go? Like, I'm trying to figure out what
think about it. There's no leader anymore.
They're basically gonna try to cut out their own little corners.
Okay, but
they were, but they ain't anymore. You know.
So, like, they didn't think this through at all, did they? Like, just on a purely economical side of things, they didn't have the money for this. Like,
Asana just watched you like, I guess it's over.
Not quite. Vikran's still sitting on top of his dad. Is probably still coughing up some blood. You've lost. Admit it.
Never. So you killed my child, then killed my ally. But as long as I'm breathing, no matter where you light me up or who you chase me or who you transmute me into, I will never give up.
I mean, we're not going to transmute you into anything. That's silly. I have a better use. Vikrin. So, I've been researching something. It's a bit evil. But can I do it?
What is it?
I don't like when you ask me what is it when I say it's a bit evil. That always followed by like, Sandra, we can't do that to people. They have rights.
Well, I don't think this is a person anymore.
Okay.
What is it? I'm curious.
Okay. So your dad is going to constantly try and come back, right?
Yeah, if he's left alive, if we kill him, his soul will be personally collected by Osmodius, where he'll be turned into a soul gem and kept in the Nine Hells for all eternity.
I mean, that's if we're lucky.
And at this point, Asandra just points her boy at him like, just tell me when.
Don't you dare.
Fine.
So follow me on this. This may sound... So I've been working on a thing. I have, Soul Jar as a spell. And, well, the subject doesn't necessarily need to be willing, just incapable of resisting. And, your dad can't really do anything if he's a rock. And all that's going to happen if he stops being a rock is that without a body, he's going to immediately end up in Asmodeus' hands.
Can you make him aware of his surroundings in this form?
I mean, that's what I was going to get to is the next part of it. That's the special part that I've been working on. Now I was thinking I have this lovely rose garden. And there we go. But more importantly, if we want, I can always set it up to just slowly eat a soul.
No.
Oh.
I don't want that. I want
Yeah, like that's the necromancy part of it.
I want him to be completely aware and stuck.
Oh no, I was just suggesting can I put a feeble mind on him too? Just so he's aware, but even if he somebody does something stupid, blah blah blah, he's just a deaf dumb. Oh, he's aware, but he's effectively deaf and dumb.
No, the thing I was thinking of is my next plan is to take those that are still willing to continue to follow me after, since this nightmare is over, and go back home and free everyone. Undo everything that our family ever built.
But I'm still in charge of the family. Not anymore. At the next line, I'm in charge. And the first thing I will do is defend House Kills.
Who is saying this?
Associating. In other words, your older sister is going to disband the second she gets home.
Oh, I was thinking it's going to be a little bit more permanent, sister. We destroy it, dismantle every piece, and just free the people. House Kilt will still exist, because the House Kilt that he's part of, its patron is Osmodius. My House Kilt, its patron is Omade and Desna. So it will still live on in its own form.
Very, very well. But I'll not be part of it for a little bit at least. I have to.
You are free to choose your own path. I cannot force you down.
I have to fix the damage I caused. Redemption is a long path after all.
Yay, redemption! Okay, guys. Now, thank you all for being here. I have some books to study.
So first things first, Vikram gets up, drags him up, and just basically holds him. What were you going to bind him to again?
Just this pearl. I was going to put it in a statue, and then I was going to, set the statues that have the ability to have sensation, and of course put some interlocking chains and some immovable rods, just in case some idiot decides to try and animate it in the future. Just in case that happens. Just so the statue couldn't move.
Would you mind holding on to the statue in your dimension until I can figure out where I'm going to establish myself? And then I'll put it in the garden. So every day I can come and visit you and tell you about what's happening. What do you think about that, Dad?
He does love his daddy.
Last chance. Join me.
I have already bowed to Desna. I shall never serve under anyone who follows the infernal contractor.
I feel like we're being very harsh to Ozzy.
And if I ever get the power to, I will storm the 9 hells and kick him off his throne.
Oh, that I would love to see. But it's never going to happen. Now I need a project for something. Now do your worst.
Technically, I have a project for you.
As my former forces said, you'll never be a man.
Oh, I'm already a man. I was raised by 2 loving parents on the surface, who showed me a different path. Showed me a path that I love and enjoy. That led me to my wife. Led me to my adoptive daughter, and my brother, who unfortunately passed away, but will always have a near and dear place in our hearts.
Hey.
You are the one who never grew up.
As he just looks at you as you and your sister in contempt.
Contempt?
Oh, by the way, I'll make sure. I'll make sure that if that any grandkids that you have will visit you as well, with their elven ancestry.
You mean
that's
you mean both their grandkids? Like you and that human?
I find it adorable. Glad she found someone to take the edge off her.
When did I go so wrong that I only have one sibling that follows my orders?
I mean,
You don't. She's dead. She's gone. Dust in the wind, literally.
I mean, we don't need to tell him that.
Do it to get it over with. But when I freak out, even if it's from your
she boops him. She boops him. He's now int 1 and charisma 1. There we go.
You can hear her almost screaming from the prison as you fade away.
Don't worry. By the way, the charisma thing will eventually wear off. It's just to help. Speaking of which, since I got them in there, a nice little geese, a few geeses. This is going to take me a few days to set up. The geeses will basically keep him in line.
I have to speak with my forces and start scouting out my own hometown. Figure out the best method of attack.
Well, I guess this is the not the post game, the epilogue now.
Yeah, we're getting into epilogue territory.
Yeah, as I said, yeah. The moment we got to level 17 or so, reality became my bitch.
Yep, you got the wish spell. You can do what you want now.
Yeah, and then I basically just went, okay, so now I have the wish spell, which means I can finish this item that I've been working on since we started the game. What does it do? It ends lives. How?
Yeah.
How do you end lives with a single spell? Well, it literally will rewrite reality in great ways.
Yep.
So I guess a couple of the epilogues I think off the head real quick. After about 20 years, Rebecca is recognized as the most powerful mage in the world.
Behind Lysandra. Behind Lysandra.
Behind Lysandra. But Lysandra
Who says that Rebecca will be around in 20 years? Lysandra has uses for her.
Well, I'm about to say thanks to all the knowledge that the magic tower contains and the magic items does as well. Yeah. She's actually the first person who actually used the full magic staff to his universal staff to his heart's content. Until Sandra takes over and takes it from her. But that's another story for another time.
And then makes her her apprentice.
I am a god. You are my apprentice. You can't just say that. I am a god. You are my apprentice. No, I'm literally becoming a god. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I started becoming a god recently. What? How? Why? Really? Those are your questions? You have a how as a question? The how is easy. I'm a Sandra.
Yep.
And eventually, once they saw Sandra was teaching her now that Archibald and Sally ran their merry ways. Sally, of course, does what succubuses do. Obviously not evil, but still.
Yeah. Tempting men and women, having fun, exploring, doing her own thing.
Pretty much.
Guys, I have a great idea. Now hear me out. We start a cult.
No. I'm not going to be part of that.
Damn.
Well,
boy. There goes my plan for the future. Wait, no, actually, that just gives me a new plan. Don't worry, guys, I'll be fine.
Orchid, as we said yesterday, Orchid, Anastasia, and Sam have a little fun together and have a bunch of kids together. They've been the most powerful warriors in the world as you combine two berserkers and a samurai, and you see what happens.
Yay!
Now make an army of them.
Yep.
Let's see now. Obviously, Emperor Rufu is fighting in Lockery after all the wartime efforts, as in Anastasia, as in what's recalled and her husband. And I guess the rain epilogue is for you guys. Obviously, Alessandra drew her epilogue already.
Yep.
I forgot one thing. Alshi and her lover finally got married, had kids, and revisited House Kilf, the rebuilt House Kilf with her grandkids.
I'm assuming it's associated with Vikrin's House Kilf, just off somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which god is their patron, by the way?
I haven't thought of it yet, but obviously he's one of the good gods.
Well, I mean, they could also just go Abadar, god of civilization. He's a lawful neutral.
Avatar, then.
Yeah. He's a lawful neutral, respected. He likes his crossbows, by the way.
Well, obviously, she's skilled in crossbows. So yeah, Abadar.
Yep. So, what does our Inquisitor get up to?
I imagine that within 20 years, she continues just to move up into the ranks of the Inquisition, becomes more of a permanent field agent, going out on long treks that may take years to complete.
I think at this point you can lead the Inquisition.
Yep. Yeah, she's kind of like Judge Dredd, though. She kind of likes actually being on the street as opposed to being behind a desk.
Got it, yeah. She's the Judge Dredd of vampire hunters.
Yep.
I assume Mr. Winchester will join her.
Yep. And Asandra, should they ever find each other. Though I imagine that's probably not difficult.
Asandra just pops in from time to time wherever we are. Doesn't matter what we're doing.
Your lives are her soap opera.
Yep.
What did you say? Your lives are my soap opera.
All right, Remy, what's the conclusion for you? Then being rich.
A wandering bard.
Say again?
A wandering bard.
Just goes back to being a wandering bard.
Back to wandering bard, probably very rich and very famous by now.
Leaves a string of broken hearts in her wake.
Oh. I guess finally it's Victorin.
Victorin, most of the army that he formed during this thing stays with him. And as a lot of them see it as he led them in saving their civilizations. Now they're helping him liberate his own. He goes back to the Darklands, flies the new Kilth banner, and basically destroys the city, freeing the slaves and taking out the other noble families that still exist there, leading the people to the surface where Vikrin establishes his own city.
Dude.
Yeah.
And needs to say, Meister and her family are just chilling. Like, they don't even want to rebuild power. Just, you know what? We're fine. And living on Monte City. And I guess that's the conclusion for, was it 3 years?
Yeah, about 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, obviously Vikrin and Alara start having kids of their own. Vikrin's second born is actually a son. Yep. He thought he would only have daughters, but he in the end has 2 sons and 2 daughters, plus his adoptive daughter.
Oh my god, you have an adoptive daughter.
Yes, it's the cute little mini paladin that popped up for a little bit.
I'm going to educate her in the ways of magic.
She flatly refuses and instead wants to learn more about Iomedae and being a paladin.
Ironically, Asandra and Ed actually have twin sons, so somehow the curse is broken.
Yep. Actually, what breaks the curse?
What?
Making them no longer pure blood. They're not pure blood drow anymore. The curse is broken going forward. Vikrin and his sister are the only 2 left that are fully affected by the curse.
Interesting.
And
since the grandkids are half and half human, respectively.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, technically Vikrin's line is a bit more drow in it, just because Alara is part drow. But they also have a little bit of human and obviously a good helping of elf. And the other ones are half elves, effectively, of the drow variety.
Yeah, and so it concludes 2.5 years of me tearing my heart out.
Yeah.
But it's been fun.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I have another campaign in mind, but it's going to take me at least a month to actually set up because I didn't expect this campaign to end as fast. But
Can I make a suggestion?
no Gestalt, because that was my suggestion. So I can actually make normal characters again instead of Superman.
It was a fun experiment, but we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
Well, we originally did it because we had a small party. We originally did it because we had a small party.
Yeah,
and then 2 more guys showed up.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun pulling out with overpowered Superman, but I think I like to run a normal campaign with normal difficulty settings.
There is a set of house rules called Minor Gestalt. I'll forward them to you if you just want to give us like a small bit of extra power. Mainly it's just like it's a way to get a little bit more versatility in a character, so they're not just one-trick ponies. I'd also recommend keeping the feat tax rules in place.
Good enough.
Yeah. Maybe this time I'll run my gunslinger paladin.
Especially since I'm actually. Well, I asked one of my friends because, like, spoiler, I obviously was playing this campaign for a new campaign for about a month now. I just obviously didn't go to work on it because I was playing this campaign. So I'll try to join my friend in here, and we have a 5v1.
What's going on now?
I was trying to drag one of my friends into the next campaign, but it's going to be like another month before I even start building it.
But as long as there's no Gestalt, we're fine.
No.
What, Gestalt breaks?
Playing with Superman and going against Superman, but I don't think no one will spend another character like Orchid or Mista ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I can still build a Sandra in that. It's just going to be I can't include the Arcane Trickster part.
I'm going to get some dinner.
Yeah, I've got to figure out dinner and a few other things.
Yeah,
have a good one.
Yeah.
And
also another thing that might be super long term, but this is like, several hundred years into the future, Vicar and Alara do ascend to godhood. As demigods under their respective patrons.
And sad thing is their kid, Lord Kilf was actually right. Vikram's kids and Sam's kids were one of the most powerful warriors in the country, and it's on the side of good.
Well, yeah. Also, the reason why Vikram was able to survive the Darklands as, basically equivalent of a 9-year-old, which is an extremely dangerous place. Prophecy. There's a prophecy told that the city would be destroyed by a member of House Kilth under the banner of a god of light. Yeah, Vikram was cursed by Vikram's family was cursed by Desna.
Yay! Yep. So the big thing, Ty, I'm going to point for you is you're obviously going to need to adapt to when the players pull bullshit at you because bullshit's a thing. Also, Pathfinder is just too much of a gamist system, which makes it very easy to exploit the shit out of it.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. That's why I created some of the Superman that I just didn't expect for you to pull out the countermeasures you did.
I mean, I had the time. That's the other thing. You gave me the time, which let me just say, you know what? This guy, I need a solution to take care of. How can I take care of him?
Plus, I want to give Remy like the final blow because she hasn't done anything at least this amount.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the real issue at the end of the day. Once you get to high level D&D, you just have to expect real bullshit hours because it's such a game of system. You either have to, you have to know exactly what your player's spells are, etc., and everything else.
Sorry, and there's to say, Rickman obviously learned the staff and size methods, and pretty much distributed them all across his army. I think he left, so I've just posted in the chat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's just a matter of remembering that every little thing has an effect.
Anyway, I'm gonna get something to eat and probably just float around and probably just try to remember how to probably just fool around in Overwatch.
Okay.
Alright. Hope you have fun. Good night.
Good night.
Oh, right. Hmm?